The Steg lives. The Steg lives. The Steg lives. So, guys, we're gonna have a Steg cookout. We're gonna have a real good old fashioned, because it's been a while since we've had a cookout. So we're gonna have a good old Steg cookout. We're gonna discuss why. We're gonna review the Monaco Barcelona review. We're gonna now try and discuss why Yamal, at 17 years of age, is the best player in the world, and why are you allowing a prepubescent merchant to be the best player in the world at 17, and has a 17-year-old carrying an entire Barca team. We're going to talk about Arsenal and Atalanta. Money Mace promised me a 5-piece. He promised me a 5-piece, so Money Mace is going to explain why.
Never said that. Never said
Money Mace is going to explain why we did not get a 5-piece against Atalanta, and also
never said
why is Nelly. And also, we want to decide who was born on a plane, Nelly Furtado or Rafi. We have to decide which one of those guys, because they're not born on the soil. Which one of those was born on the plane, Rafi or Nelly Furtado? And then we're going to have to review the other games, looking at, of course, Leverkusen, Atleti, and all the other UCL games. Maybe just have like a nice little UCL roundup. So, guys, because we're here, it's the UCL Champions League Hangout. Remember, guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new. This will appear on Spotify, because I thought that doing all of the episodes on Spotify didn't make sense. So this Thursday show, since it's a roundup of the entire week, this will be available on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and all of the other different podcast platforms. So, guys, you know what it's like. Feed, subscribe if you're new, and please feel free to send in those Dubinskis. Remember, guys, those Dubinskis and super chats help to. Okay, it's not here. Help me to keep me subscribed to Michaela Barbosa, Tanya Barbosa, Irene the Dream, and all of my lovely ladies out there, Monica Santiago, Rose Monroe, Ayane Angel, Vanessa Blue, and all of my lovely ladies out there. Shout out to Taylor Hills as well. Shout out to Taylor Hills as well. Shout out to Monifa Jansen as well. Monifa Jansen, I see you. Amira Dime, you're with me. Amira Dime, I see you as well.
What happened to Reddit?
So,
this guy is so
now moving on very swiftly. Moving very swiftly. So, guys, let's head to this first thing right now. We have to start with this dude, man. So, you see, here's my thing here. With I'm going to call him Ter. I'm going to call this guy Ter. So here's the thing with him, Ter. Do we blame the notion of playing out from the back, or is it more a case of he's just a brick? What do we blame it more on? That stop having keep playing out from the back, or no? You know what? I'm going to answer that question myself. I'm not a big fan of playing out from the back. I still think that's if in doubt, boom. But I'm sorry. That is on Terry. I'm going to call him Terry. That's on Terrence. Terence, you are extremely stupid because right now 11v11, Barcelona may enter this game. Monaco are a really good team. I'll get it around. Monaco are a really good team, but I do believe 11v11 they could have edged. But I think for Stegen is like, and do you know what the worst thing is? It's one thing being a brick. You're wearing the captain's armband. Being a brick and being the captain, I don't know what the issue is. Do I blame the institution of Barca that's one of your worst players, and a guy who is a liability to your team also wears the captain's armband? That's insane. It was almost similar to Conor Gallagher wearing the captain's armband for Chelsea, but I think this is even worse, where this guy is losing you games. Also,
Conor Gallagher was your best midfielder. Respect him.
Also, as well as like, hasn't this guy been involved in so much of your downfalls as well? So where does that, so first of all, why is he still here? Why is he still here? If he was part of 8-2, he was part of Conor taken quickly and part of Roma as well. I just think that, you know what, it's like, okay, let me come, Barry. Should he be sold? Is it not sure or should be sold, or it is what it is? Or do you believe that no, there are better keepers out there, and he doesn't provide enough to outweigh the pitfalls that he brings you?
Yeah, so first, hope everyone's doing good. Had a
Well,
good day.
I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, Ter Stegen. The thing is, man, like, I was pretty shocked that, remember when it was the whole transfer fees and all that? I was shocked that we didn't look for a keeper because Ter Stegen, he had a rough season last season. So I thought to myself, yo, why don't we hear keeper news about like maybe a loan, a transfer, or whatsoever? Because the guy had a rough season. And even today, this is the kind of stuff he's been doing for quite a while now, ever since we won the league. The first goal. No. The Eric Garcia red card. He did the same shit against Valencia, and thankfully, Hugo Duro missed. He does that almost all the time. And, for example, the second goal, like, bro, can't you do a bit better, man?
See, that's the thing, because
he shot at him.
I don't know, because he shot straight at him. So my thing, though, is that, are you saying that you were so convinced he was going to go bottom left? You just fully put it in bottom left? And also, come out. Why did he stay? You know there was one when he's going onto you. At least attempt to come out and then force him to now dribble you or go through. But the fact that he didn't even anticipate that, or it's going to be a one-on-one and quickly step off your line, that's poor reactions. Step off your line and go and actually make it difficult from rather than, because a 1v1, if you just stand there, you make it very easy for the attacker. If you come out and you come out quickly, it makes it hard for the attacker because now the attacker has to think quickly about what he can do.
Remember in the comeback at Camp Nou, remember that Cavani 1v1?
Yes.
He actually did a good thing of stepping out quickly, giving pressure to Cavani. That time around, it's like a rookie mistake, but nah, I think HH should look. As long as this guy's our starting keeper, we cannot win the UCL. Because when you look at previous UCL winners, like even if Dortmund would have won last season, Kobal's a very good keeper. He had a very good campaign. He was arguably the best keeper in the UCL. We cannot win this competition if we're after Ter Stegen. It's impossible. And like he's downgraded so much since he won the La Liga MVP 2 years ago. And when you look at also those performances when we got our chain snatched against Liverpool, Bayern, Roma, I think he kind of crushed his confidence on the European stage because he's never given us a masterclass performance. Well, I don't want it to happen because
but wasn't there one season where him and Messi were like the Arsenal best? That's one, and that's it. He's only had that one season where this guy's pretty good. But ever since that's one season,
no, he's had those kind of seasons for us. But when we were in the big UCL games, he never had like a Courtois-like performance against Liverpool, or a Neuer against the PSG. He never had that for us. And that's why I'm saying, like, we cannot have this guy to win the UCL. We need to make changes.
Ricardo, Cook.
I'm trying my very best to contain myself. I would love to say the R and the F word of this guy's name.
Let it out.
No, I can't.
Hold on, Ricardo. It's not Monday. Relax. It ain't Monday. Save all that for Monday. Save all that for Monday. Continue.
Bro. Ter fuckface.
There we go.
You know kids are watching. So.
You know, I don't give fuck them kids. Shout out Michael Jordan. He was watching.
Jordan was there. Jordan was there. Yeah.
You know.
I think he had a bet on Barca. Have you seen his face after the game?
Yeah, he was stressed.
Wait, Ricardo, what's the AVI? Is that
Ricardo, keep talking. Ricardo, keep talking.
It's
It's
a partnership.
Yeah,
It's a
RDS, you need to
partnership.
answer for that.
right?
Look, shout out Michael Scott, because I always, when I look at Ter Stegen, man, if I was in a room with Osama bin Laden, Adolf Hitler, and Ter Stegen.
Oh, Ricardo, no.
Let me finish.
No. This is Monday. YouTube, I got on time to this. So don't do it. No.
If I was in a room with those three guys, and I had a gun with 2 bullets, I would shoot Ter Stegen twice in the face. That I hate this guy. I would blast him in each eyeball. Yo, this guy has to be the dumbest goalkeeper I've ever seen. Like, he's only had like 2 good seasons his entire career. His first season when they helped win the treble in the Champions League. After that, he just disappeared. And there was like 1 league season.
Yeah, when we won it, yeah.
You know it's
I'm pretty
bad
sure it's
when
2019.
you know it's bad when Messi actually hated this guy. Like, he hated his guy. And Messi has autism, so for an autistic person to hate somebody, it takes quite a bit. He hates this guy. I don't understand what this guy is thinking, bro. Like, look, the red card, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Why did he make that pass?
I have no idea. Like, just hoof the ball if you're unsure, man. Just who cares? You'll get possession back. And then the second goal, man, he could have literally just stood still. It could have bounced off his chest and I could have saved it. But this guy wants to dive to his left. I get it. You know, you want to anticipate the shot and get ahead of it, whatever. I get it. But my goodness, this guy's so shit. He's actually shit. And even the first goal, like, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of speed on that ball, a lot of power. Even if Ter Stegen dived, I think it still would have went through. But there's no way, if you're on a professional level and you're scouting this Barcelona team what to do and whatever, I'm pretty sure managers are telling this guy, shoot near post, because this guy won't move. He actually won't move.
Because my thing is that, give me a break. Don't be like, oh, it was such a good shot and he took it early. That was a poor attempt at trying to even stop that. No, the first goal. I said that first goal was unsavable, that it was such a good shot and he took it so early you couldn't move.
To be fair, he shot it in between traffic and there was a lot of pace on that ball. Like, I still think even had he dove it, he still would have gone in. Like, remember, this is not Courtois we're talking about. Courtois can save anything. This is Ter Stegen we're talking about. I don't think he would have saved that, but it's the fact that he doesn't move is what pisses me off, because you just never know. You get like a pinky on that, it hits off the post and it doesn't go in. You don't know.
But it's that second one where, like, why didn't he come out of his goal?
The second one is the one that pissed me off. One, you don't move. You don't close the gap between you and the attacker. It could have forced a shot. It could have forced him out to his right. It may take him a harder shot. Maybe he takes a heavy touch. He doesn't score. I don't know. But on top of that, if you're not even going to move, you have to at least make you got to stop. You have to block the shot. And he couldn't. Like, oh my God. And the fact, like, I'm not surprised that we lost. Monaco is actually a very good team. Like, defensively very good. But I just don't see how, if we had 11 men today, how we couldn't have won this game. Like, with 10 men for 85 minutes of that game, we had a few moments. They had obviously more moments, but regardless,
check your boy Rafinha. Remember that counter where Rafinha then messed up the pass up.
You're not gonna score every chance, but regardless, 85 minutes, one man down, you're gonna get tired. It doesn't surprise me that they conceded at that point. So it is what it is. Ter Stegen, we will not win the Champions League as long as Ter Stegen is our starting goalkeeper. We need to actually move on from this guy. And this has been a topic for like so long. I fucking hate this guy, man. I fucking hate this guy.
Wait, can
I speak on this?
So Barry, and then come to AK. Barry.
Can I go to AK?
Yeah. As long as I still hate Araujo for what he did, do you think this backline in general, they don't trust this guy? Every time there's a 1v1, they're like, okay, I think I have to take a red card because I don't know if he can make a save. Do you think?
No, 100%. That comes into it because it's like, look at how they were looking at him.
After the preseason,
after the game, because that's the thumbnail. Is that look at how Ferran Torres and Yamal were looking at him, and I think that's actually a really good point. if I know Courtois is behind me or Neuer is behind me, I'm willing to be like, all right, I could take a risk of a 1v1. But if I know that I've got a starter behind me, I'm like, bro, if it's a 1v1, we are 1-0 down. I remember players, they play on instincts. So sometimes your instinct is like, yeah, I've got Courtois, it's fine. But if you think that, I've got a starter, you're like, man, I've got to, because I know that if it's a 1v1, we are down 1-0. So let me hopefully gamble, make a tackle, and then prevent that goal from going in. So
yeah, because when it was Araujo, like we were all angry. But when you see what Eric Garcia did today, we're like, wait, hold up. Is that a coincidence? Because it's the same guy, a goalkeeper, and it's the same situation almost.
Yeah.
No, but Barry still, for me, you still have a better chance, even if you score at 11v11 than
but it's all about instincts. It's like, I think...
No, I understand, but from...
I think looks like from the outside in, yes, you'd be like, you know what, let him go 1-0, 1-11, but instinct, that's just how football works. Your instinct is like, oh, mistake, boom, you want to quickly do something. So that's just how...
situation, you're not thinking about
you want to rectify the mistake.
In that situation, you're not thinking that far ahead. Your instincts.
You're thinking this guy's never going to save it.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Liga lives 3 out of 4 wins in our first match day. You know, shout out to Cleavage FC as well, who won 2-1 today.
Oh, shout out to Cleavage. All right. Okay.
Cleavage has more points than certain big teams out there. This is crazy. Man.
Shout out, man.
But first of all, I just want to repeat Ter Stegen's words after the match. He said, "We didn't understand each other well in the play. I feel bad for Eric. Something happened that shouldn't have happened to us, but that's football. We stood up to our challenge with 10 men. You are left with the bad feeling of not having taken any points." So
at any point, does he take responsibility for the loss at any point?
No.
Okay.
No.
So he says that it was miscommunication between him and Eric. That's what happened, miscommunication.
Yes.
You passed the ball to a guy who wasn't expecting it when you know there was a guy next to him.
I don't know if you watched the preseason game against Monaco. I didn't have anything to do that day, so I decided to watch that game. Also conceded a goal from the same exact pass from Ter Stegen in the preseason game against the same opponent.
Oh my God.
Is that foreshadowing?
Yeah.
But I mean, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, man, this guy, he's a bum, man. He's genuinely one of the most he's one of the most overhyped goalkeepers I've seen, because every time you talk to just a casual fan, they'll tell you Ter Stegen's a top 5 keeper in the world.
Wait, no, hold on, real quick. Last I checked, Balogun plays for America, not Nigeria. Unless I'm wrong.
18-year-old guy who scored for Monaco.
Follow ball, man.
Hey, yo.
Wow. Okay, sorry, continue. It's an yeah.
He's Nigerian, but plays for France. So,
oh, wow.
So I think here's the thing, Ter Stegen, man. This guy, bro, he's set to be some type of goalkeeper that can play out of the gap. That's why I don't get the playing out of the back nonsense. Because this guy's supposed to be a goalkeeper that's good with his feet. Yet he doesn't scan his surroundings. Why are you going for the pass to a guy who's clearly marked by the Monaco player instead of the 2 center backs next to you who aren't marked?
It's insane.
I don't understand why. In terms of shot stopping, the first goal I can somewhat understand to a certain degree.
I mean, it is a good shot. I mean, I still think, but I can see, okay, it was a good shot.
Because it was a pretty good shot. But the second goal, like, try and make yourself big. Like, make yourself, you know, like, try and make the striker, like, worried as to, like, as to where he should put it. Because it's a 1v1. He just shot it straight at you and it went off your freaking hip. You didn't even get an arm on it.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
That's terrible positioning. That's terrible. Just the physics of making a goalkeeping save. That's just terrible. Terrible physics.
Because like when I just even saw how he dove, I was like, it didn't make sense. I was like, His shot is,
Yeah.
but he's sort of diving the other way, and it hits part of your hip. It just looks weird, you know.
Exactly. So bro, like if I'm Germany, I'm not bringing this guy to the national team camp.
Oh no, hell no, no way.
You're bringing Bernd Leno's better than this guy. Bernd Leno of Fulham's better than this guy. Baumann, I don't know where Baumann is, but Baumann's better than this guy. If I'm Nagelsmann, I'm going to Manuel Neuer's house and begging and falling at his feet to asking him to come back to Germany, because this guy might be god awful. Man, he's god awful. Apart from him,
Or even Kevin Trapp.
Yeah. Trapp is better. 100% is better. Trapp is better.
Yeah. Apart from him, Rafinha, bro, like I think I clocked it with Rafinha. I think I've clocked it with Rafinha. This guy's a Brazilian Bruno. This guy might be a Brazilian Bruno Fernandes. He tries a lot of things. He tries like 15 crosses a game. The 7 of them that come off actually come off. The 8 of them that don't come off don't work.
Raf has more tech.
Yeah, he has more.
Like homeboy hardly has any tech.
He has more tech, but the way he plays is similar to Bruno Fernandes. So, bro, I mean, for Monaco, they are a good they're a good side. Would Barca have won this game with 11 men? I think the red card came too early for us to make like a concrete point on that. But they would definitely have had a better chance of winning. But yeah, that's all I see ultimately, bro. Ter Stegen's god awful. I mean, that's what I say.
All right, so anybody on Stegen before we get into the game overall?
I'd like to speak on.
Okay, so Elijah, then Kenny. Elijah, go for it.
So HH, I need you to do 2 things. One, go to your DMs on Twitter, and then pull up the 2 items I sent you. Afterwards, then pull up my AVI.
Is it the Wikipedia?
Bro, who did that?
No, I saw you put it in. That was nasty work.
Who did that? Who went to Mark Ter Stegen's Wikipedia and Google page and added that he is a banana? It's got to be one of y'all.
So known for his reflexes, passing, and ball playing ability, he is considered one of the worst goalkeepers in world football. He is a banana. Wikipedia. Wow,
that's wow.
Which one of you called him a banana?
Wait, share the screen, HH.
Okay, hold on. Let me share the screen. I mean,
which one of you?
Look, I told you that you can update stuff on Wikipedia.
Because this is messed up, man. Y'all are messed up, man. And then
called him a banana.
And then pull my AVI, man.
So I mean, okay, well, hold on. Oh well.
No, it's a cookout, HA. So you're back in the kitchen handing out L's this season. But this guy on the right, man.
I mean, like it's like for me, like I believe that Barca should sell him.
How is he still on the team?
He's the captain. Forget about still. There's one thing about still being on the team. He's the captain. Like how low have Barca fallen where the captain of your team is arguably your worst player? Wait, what do you mean by arguably? He is Barca's worst player.
He's like, what? Like your captain is how do you function if your captain is a brick? Like, how do you work that way? Because there's so many other keepers out there. Shoot, you could have even taken Kepa was available for crying out loud.
Who's the Chelsea captain currently?
You know,
worry about winning your first UCL since always with 11 men.
Okay,
continue. Worry about winning your first UCL. Look at you Bones playing Barnsley in the EFL Cup. What's it called? Continue, Elijah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's so disappointing. It's so because like that could be like one of the few things that really ruin that. I wouldn't say ruins, but that can actually cause Barca to come up short in critical situations. This is early. It's only week 1 of the Champions League. But when we get to, if Barca does get far, like quarters, semis, even the final, when it matters most and Ter Stegen needs to step up and he does something like he just did today, that's not going to be a good look. And
No, I mean, as long as he's in goal, Barca ain't doing anything. Any hopes of them trying to win the UCL, it ain't happening with him in goal.
Yeah, but no, overall, something needs to change. Monaco just stepped up today. And besides that, Monaco really just stepped up today.
Yeah.
So I think it's more credit to give to Monaco than per se that Barca.
Oh, no, because yes, they were playing with an extra man, but you still have to execute and you still have to play well. And they not every team properly takes advantage of having the extra man, and they fully took advantage. I would have loved to see 11v11. I think we would have had a great game if it was 11v11. That would have been. I think it would have been a really good game.
That red card, come on, man. You don't do stuff like that. Sorry.
What's it called? Kenny, talk to me.
Yeah, man, Ter Stegen. I think there's a reason why Neuer took it so long to not retire because.
Yes, Stegen or Sanchez? Gun to your head. Robert Sanchez or Ter Stegen?
Well, in 2024, if I'm looking in as of right now, Sanchez is. I ain't gonna lie, he's been performing a bit better lately.
Can you be serious? Can you be serious?
All I'm saying is that
I don't even know the answer to that question.
All I'm saying is that Ter Stegen was the man of the match and not for his team. You know what I'm saying? If we've been real, that guy was the man of the match. Then it wasn't for his team. That was not for the right reason.
Kenny, you forgot Sanchez running the whole pitch against Brentford.
You forgot. He said 2024. 2024. There's that 2023 right there. We're talking about 2024.
I forgot that.
You can't run the whole pitch.
No, but that was a disaster class. And like this is terrible. I still, like I said, I remember that. I think it was that season when they lost to Liverpool in that semi-final. Like the guy was great. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
that might be one of the ones. Like the downfall is crazy. Really, so poor.
I mean, what do you think happened to? Is it that it was just like a fluky season? That's one season, or he was always crap? Like, how does a guy decline so badly?
No, I think he was. I think like ball playing, he made a mistake, but even today there was a few passes which was decent, but I don't know if he's mentally, maybe the Germany thing affected him really bad. Because I know at some point he was really pissed about it and all that stuff. I don't know if that maybe affected him mentally, or I don't know what happened to him. But like this is terrible. That's crazy.
This is one of the wildest football pictures I've ever seen.
That picture was crazy. As much as the first goal is bad, as much as the red card in the first goal is bad, that second goal, that was a terrible shot from the guy. And you can clearly see the guy.
My thinking is like, why didn't you come off your line? Why did you just stand there?
Yeah, that's crazy. Just giving him a wide open goal to shoot at, and the guy he shot straight at you. You even dive away from the ball, and you couldn't even save it there. Like that was terrible. Really, like, terrible performance, like I said. But it's sad because honestly, 11-11, I think it would have been an interesting game because. It was shaping up to be a open game. I wanted to see that Barcelona because obviously Monaco is like quite a physical team, so I wanted to see them against that type of opposition. But now he's a bit skewed right now because they had the red card. But yeah, I think kudos to Monaco because even with 10 men, like let's be real, except the Yamal chance, like they did quite well defending, and they created chances. So yeah, I think I think that I see them qualifying like between 16 to 24, between the 9th and 24 team ball.
Well, you mean Monaco?
Yeah. I think they'll not top 8, but I think they will be in that pack around there.
Yeah. Let me hit some Dominski's man. So shout out to Abritz Fair. Didn't Atalanta finish stadium renovations last week? Well, no. We will get there. Trust me, we will get there. We will get there because and Monument is going to host that. Talent FC. La Masia got dunked on by. Okay. I told you the guys are more. Shout your boy Joker. Random thoughts. What if Barca gets grouped?
Nah, it's not possible. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
We need to talk about the new Champions format, by the way. Talk about that for a second.
We'll talk about who?
No, I'm saying we need, I don't know if we'll come into the general at the end of the Champions League, but we need to talk about the new Champions League format because, to be honest, it's trash.
No. Yeah, no. And I was just even the Milan's games. Wait, hold on. Shout out to Hamza. Ter Stegen is to blame and put Eric in an awful position. But why take a red there at that stage? Let him shoot or give a penalty and get a yellow. This is what I always say. When you play football, it's instincts. And it's the instinctual thing to do is you want to rectify your mistake. That's just what happens. Like, it's easy to say that when you're out there and you're not within it, but in that situation, you want to rectify it. I put no blame on Eric Garcia. It's a football thing to do. All the blame is on Ter Stegen, who puts his own player in that bad position. So I do not give Eric Garcia any blame. You had to react. And that's just a normal human reaction as a footballer in that situation. All the blame is on Ter Stegen for that boneheaded pass. 100%. All for that stupid pass. Samasi, Ter Stegen, okay. All right.
Okay.
No. Let's keep going.
Shout out to AFD.
Let's keep going.
She sent money. She sent money.
Shout out to Hokage. Stegen, if you do this at the World Cup, I will track you down. Bro,
He is gonna do it at the World Cup. What do you mean?
he must not be picked, bro. He must not be picked. Talent FC. Yamal overrated. He's Mahrez and Robin, two decent players who at no point were the best in the world. He's rated because he's 17. Hashtag Diddy.
Hey, please. No, wait, don't continue. Please move on.
No.
I like Aklush. Don't move on. Don't.
Yeah, I'll no. Because we're just gonna have a Yamal convo. We'll have a Yamal convo. Shouty Boys said Ter Stegen is the reason Messi doesn't have 5 or 6 UCLs. Look at Courtois. Nobody says it, but he is one of the reasons Real Madrid won in 2022 or even the last UCL. Give me a keeper who can save shots. You see, that's my thing. You see, you know what? I love this dub. Courtois is not that great with his feet. He's not. Like, he is not known as a modern keeper. Courtois is a very old school keeper where, okay, I can do it, but he's not comfortable with his feet. What he is, though, is a very good keeper. All day, every day, twice on Sunday, twice on Monday, give me Courtois over Edison. Give me Courtois over Ter Stegen. 100%.
Do you remember back in this was years back, maybe Kenny and other Chelsea fans can remember, when like Chelsea let Courtois go to I think Madrid again, and they're like, Courtois, he wouldn't leave, you're trash, you're garbage. We're gonna get Kepa. Kepa is so much better than
No.
For 78
because he's good with his feet. We were supposed to get Alisson.
It's crazy that
you didn't.
I know, okay. At the time, Chelsea fans were rating.
Yeah, at the time, people were saying, but at the time when we saw, like, he did have the down season, but yeah.
That was the time.
Basically, we could have still had Courtois. That's what I'm saying.
No, but honestly, even with his feet, like he got better compared to how he was. Like
But my Canada, he is not known as really good with his feet. Basically, you're not getting Courtois to players from the back. You're not.
He slept in with his feet. He's actually.
He slept like he can do it.
Goalkeeper is a far more important position than it gets credit for. Like, you can win games by having a good goalkeeper.
No. And that's my thing. And because back in the day, they said Khan used to win games for Ban. I said, man, what do you mean winning games? And it's like, bro, Ban would go a goal up, and this guy would make 3-4 critical saves. Like before that World Cup final. Put it this way: if Germany won that O2 World Cup, Khan would have been player of the tournament, 100%. So my thing though is that I want a keeper to be a good keeper. Stegen, for all of your play from the back, I could do this passing, I can be like an extra sweeper keeper. Look at how you freaking dove for that second shot, which was a freaking 1v1. So nah, give me a guy who keeps, bro.
But the thing is, Neuer can do both. That's why he's Germany's number one.
But he's a rarity. See, Neuer, he's a unicorn. Because let's be real, Neuer is like very rare. Because Edison is not a great keeper, he's not. But Neuer is a guy who is a really good keeper, has good keeper fundamentals, and he's a good sweeper keeper as well. But that's a rarity. Yeah. So if I had to choose, give me a Courtois over an Edison. Give me a Courtois over an Edison all day, every day. Shout out to David who says, I always liked Monaco. Why? Is it because of the Prince or the stadium? Shout out to David Seaman. It's fair. Arsenal need a striker. Sold Balogun to Monaco.
Marshall actually signed to agree.
Money Mace, when we get to the section, you're going to ask me why the Jesus from the favela was wearing the captain's armband. You're going to answer me that question, bro.
Excuse me?
15 UCLs. Same old Barca choke jobs, lost to Monaco twice. So damn shame, man. Talents FC. Hansi Fluke versus the defense and structures at the hashtag spooky. Talents FC, you effing moron. They were down to 10 men. You dumb freaking idiots, man.
No, but they were playing quite a high line.
Yeah, but they tried.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Sadius. We almost had that Arsenal class. Shout out to TD's FC. Shout out to the man. Falcon Ranger. LL lost. LL last 2 Barca CL games would have been great.
If someone gets sent off a third time.
Oh, sure, man. J2S, thank you, man, for 26 months. Only one remains from Roma, Anfield 8-2, and back-to-back. Shouldn't you clear out all that fungus, or rather fungi, of those exits? Why does he still remain? It should be a totally clean slate. I think he should be sold. Shout out to Blaze here. I've sourced Arsenal. Just don't give them a corner. Oh, wow. Yeah? Because they're good for the corner. Like you see it. Ter Stegen contract till... Is this real?
Yes.
2028.
Laporta's masterclass.
Yes.
That's
yes.
wild.
No, let me go find this. That's not okay.
I don't believe that. 2026, not 2028, man. Come on, guys.
That's insane. That's
Okay,
actually insane.
that's not true, is it? Come on.
Can I ask something on Ter Stegen?
No.
So Elijah, what was his contract?
His contract is until June 30th, 2028. The buyout clause is set at 500 million euros.
That's
Oh my god.
How?
Chelsea get after this.
Shout out to 500 mil, man. 500 mil.
That's
La Liga and them clauses. Man.
I don't believe that. 50 million.
Sorry, Matt, you wanted to ask a question about Ter Stegen.
500k. No, that's not 500, but that, come on.
The Maths channel, you said you wanted to ask something about Ter Stegen? Yeah.
Yeah. Regarding between now and January, especially for the Barca fans, do you think it's worth playing Inaki Peña until the next transfer window?
He's decent, actually.
No, absolutely not.
Better than
why
Ter
not?
Stegen.
Ricardo, why not?
That guy is another brick as well.
Ter Stegen as a German.
Okay, so Matt, I'll get to so Ricardo, you're saying that this Inaki Peña is worse than Stegen.
Okay, look. The problem with Ter Stegen is that he fucking sucks.
Well, that's what you've got to choose from at the end
Hold
of the day.
Wait, hold on, Ricardo.
He fucking sucks on Champions League days, especially in high pressure moments. High pressure games. He's not very good in high quality, like high big games, whatever. But against your Valencias, against your Villarreals, surprisingly against Atleti, he does the job. Against the shit teams, he does the job. It's just the Champions League, which is why I said we will never win the Champions League as long as this guy is our goalkeeper. I'm not denying that, he's had great seasons with Barcelona. It's just that he's like, nobody blames Ter Stegen throughout a course of a season. We blame him because he's consistently so bad in games that matter the absolute most. That's his issue. I bet you against Villarreal when we play them over the weekend, he's gonna be all right. But it's just that when it matters most, he's not that guy. That's the problem. Just one great save, like yesterday we saw Courtois. Yesterday Courtois, bro, he gives you one of those incredible saves once a game.
Yeah,
we don't get that out of Ter Stegen. You get that like once every 20 games, and even then, it's probably when we're already leading the game 3-0. So it doesn't count for anything. That's my problem with him.
Also, not just the Champions League. He flops in El Clasico as well in La Liga.
And so Smarty, talk about Stegen without using any swear words and without threatening his life.
Oh my God. If I could swear, I would swear.
Again, without no swear words and without any threats on his life. Go for it.
No, first on this. First of all, I need to know Hitman. I need to know Hitman for the number. I need to know Hitman. That's all I'm saying.
Smarty said no threat on his life. This is still a PG show.
Has to be, first of all, his nationality has to be stripped of him. I don't care how he has to. This dude cannot be German because HH, you know what's gonna happen in the World Cup? He's gonna do something like that. First of all, why are you passing if you have so much time on the ball? You think, oh, I'm gonna pass it there, even though you know there's danger. Such an HH. Sometimes I think he's brain dead. Testing is such a brain dead goalkeeper. Oh my god, he annoys me so much, man. He annoys me so much. Now we have Manuel Neuer, please come back. I'm begging you right now. If you see this, please all send this to Neuer. If you please come back, he has to come. HH.
This is sad at the moment. This is not sad.
I'm desperate. I'm desperate to. AJ, Jeremy has Havertz as striker and Ter Stegen as goalkeeper. We are not winning anything with these two. Okay, these both are idiots.
Okay, so
And second
calm down,
of all, if he doesn't retire, he needs to be assassinated.
Okay, all right, okay, there we go.
Oh man.
So, I wonder not to threat him in his life. So let me ask a question here. Just run this up. No, Sebastian, thank you. Thank you.
Question?
So
What's the question?
is Yamal the best player in the world right now?
No.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Now here's how this works. If you say no, I want you to tell me who is a better player right now on recent form. So Kenny, you say no.
Jad.
Who is better than him? No, Jad. He's on his way. He's coming against West Ham.
Wait, what?
Kenny. So who's better than him then? On
When you
recent
say
form.
when you say recent form, what are we talking about?
Since the summer, from the summer up until now.
So basically since the Euros.
Yes. So basically, since the summer, because obviously, let's forget the end of the season because that's last season. So tournaments this season.
No, the Euros is last season.
This is my time scale from the summer tournaments up until. No, it's my time scale. This season, from this season.
Just
Since this season started, who's the best player in the world? Kenny, I'm waiting.
I think he's in the mix. I think he can. I think Harry Kane has been very good. I think that you said.
Damn bloody fool.
Try again.
I knew
that was coming.
Yes, She's been very good. You're specifically saying this season, but I think he's in the mix. I think he's probably on form, probably maybe top 3, top 2. Yeah.
No. I don't want to hear about top 3. Who is the best player in the world right now? There has to be one name. I don't want to hear anything about a mixer, Haribo mix, pick and mix, nothing like that.
What about Haaland?
Nah,
he's not a footballer. He's not a footballer. He's a goal scorer, not a footballer.
Wait, what? Okay. Anyway, go on, Nick.
Yeah, sure. Haaland is in the mix. Obviously, he scored quite a lot of goals, but I don't think there's a definite guy that you can say. It's been 4 or 5 games. There's no one guy that I'm like, he's by far the best player in the world.
Ew, get that man out of here.
So Yamal is the best player in the world. Do you agree or no? Right now,
I mean, I can't. You can't say he's the best player based on what? It's only been a month, just over 2 months since.
So as a right now, who's the best player in the world? If it just says, hey, I'm an alien from Neptune. Who is the best football player on your planet right now? Who's the best football player right now?
I'm trying to think. I'm like, I can't like. I mean,
and also, and that's right there. Maybe that's also part of the problem. The fact that you can't come out and say, "Oh yeah, this is the best player in the world." That already is an issue. Now, I think that there is an answer, but if you're not going to say Yamal and you're like, okay, it's not a 17-year-old, I actually don't know who to say.
You're saying best player in the world, but you're focusing specifically on like attacking. Like we're not even talking about
No, Arias, pick any position because I've already come out and said that I do not rate any defenders as of right now.
Really? Okay, so why
because you may say but no, but like
remind me why you don't rate Rodri again from the start of the season. So
doesn't do anything.
Rodri hasn't played the season that much.
And also this season he's been injured, and also when he played last night he was passing sideways and he was losing the ball as well. So this season has not really been that great. So basically, you can't say Rodri because I said from this season Rodri has hardly played. So it's hard to put him
a certain former United Academy product, ideas.
Yes, I mean, yes, he has been cooking in Liga, and are they at the top of the table still?
I don't know. Second place.
So, there is some scope for that. So, but I mean, Haaland, to be fair, he's done his goals. So like whether you think it's football or not, he's still scored more goals and appearances, etc. So he's got to be. This one, why it's difficult for me is that like there are a handful of players in the conversation, but for different reasons. You're discounting Haaland because he's in quote not a footballer, despite the fact that he scored.
He's a goal scorer. For me, I said who's the best footballer. I didn't say who's the best goal scorer. I said who's the best footballer.
Every team in Europe.
Exactly. The problem is that like scoring goals is part of football. That's the thing.
RDS. The Haaland is not a footballer. He's a cricketer. He's a cricketer, according to HS. He's not a footballer.
No. He's in the sport of football, but I don't consider him a footballer. He's in the sport of football, but I don't consider him a footballer, no. Because my question is, who is the best footballer? Haaland is in an account, he's not a footballer.
What's the aim of football? To score goals, isn't it?
I know, but you can also score goals without actually being considered a footballer. That is possible. That's what Haaland is doing.
So does that mean that you can?
So you say it's not Yamal, but you believe Haaland is the best player in the world. That's what you believe.
Let me just take your logic. Can you also dribble a lot and not be considered a footballer as well?
No. Dribbling is important.
Speak on it.
Tension is the hallmark of football. That's the hallmark of football. Stop.
You can't dribble.
Okay, so Ades, so who is your pick? So it's Haaland. Best player in the world. It's Haaland.
If based on what, I'll give it to Haaland.
Interesting.
But you're giving so short of a sample as well.
Money Mace. Is Yamal the best player in the world? If not, who is the best player in the world? Who? Saka?
I never said Saka. I'd go Madueke because he scored a hat-trick against Man City. That's impressive. I've never seen that.
Money Mace, these cheap jabs still doesn't negate the fact that you've never won the UCL. I'm sorry. So keep on doing this below the belt jabs. You still haven't won the UCL. But
your money makes respect the leader of the mandem, man.
So okay. So the Money Mace. If not Yamal, who's your pick then? If it's not Yamal,
I think that's the problem. Like, there is no best player in the world. Like, I think football is in the mud right now. The fact that a 17-year-old's in the conversation for it is really bad. Like, even though the 17-year-old is one of the best young prospects.
Why are you saying why don't you want to put him out as the best?
It's just. First of all, he's 17. It feels disgusting to put a 17-year-old as the best player in the world.
Money Mace, that's the whole point. Because Money Mace, you just made the point. Football is in a weird place right now. In a very weird place.
If you rewind even 10 years ago and you drop Yamal into that conversation and you drop Yamal into football, he's a young prospect who's really good.
Oh, 100%. No. He's a really good young up-and-coming boy. He's not even in the convo of Cannibal, Neymar, Pogba, Hazard, any of those dudes. Marco.
Remove the
Hazard.
Hazard in 2014.
He's talking.
Hazard in 2014, 2015, he was a top player.
So was Marco.
It's only Hazard post 2019 he became shit. But like, that's my point. If you drop Yamal into any other generation of football, he's a top young player. But that's all he should be.
Yeah.
The fact that a top young player might be the best player in the world, it just shows that football is in a bad place. Because
Money Mace, my thing is, okay, throughout all the possible names, so Haaland, great goal scorer, I'm sorry, having a 9% ITA score, you're not in the convo. Rodri, I think Rodri is a really good player, but I believe his really great season was a treble-winning season. And I think that's people's views of him are overrated. Vini, I don't know what the hell has happened. Poor Copa America has not looked good at all this season. Mbappe, poor Euros has not looked good this season. Jude, poor Euros, he's been injured since the start of the season. Lautaro Martinez, suffering from the Copa America, he's hardly even really been playing that much and is still recovering from the Copa America where he was like really a bench player. All those names, I'm sorry, I'm taking Yamal. Because Yamal, in terms of just what he looks like as a player, and the key thing, the value he brings to his team, and just how good and developed he is. I'm like, there is no player I can say that is better than him right now.
You're saying that past of the past 3 months. Can we give people a bit more time? It's been 3 months.
Hold on, Kenny. Gatlock just made a very quick. Gatlock said, so we can have player of the month, but we can't say who's the best player right now. So what's the point in the Player of the Month award?
Yes, because a 1
Yeah,
month,
player of
2
the
month
month is
sample
for a reason.
is
Just
not
because you
enough
won player of
to
the month doesn't
overtake
mean you're the
people
best
in
player in the
the
world.
João Pedro can win Player of the Month in the Premier League. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
João Pedro's the best player.
I'm saying who is okay. Money
Can I-
miss. I'm
I'm gonna
an
ask
alien
you
from Neptune, and I
another-
ask you who's the best player in the world right now? Who you
HH,
say?
you like? I saw one thing. HH,
Vinicius
you like?
Junior.
Oh, go on.
I say Vinicius Junior. If you ask me who's the best player in the world right now,
But you're
Hey,
lying
hey,
though.
HH, you like? But do you think that Cole Palmer is in the conversation?
okay, then
Palmer-
Madueke is the best player in the world.
No. Palmer is still on his whole domestic thing. Like,
No,
you know,
it's
like
not-
at least I can be realistic there.
They said the guy deserves the Ballon d'Or, but he says he's not the best player in the world. I don't get it.
Wait. Lautaro.
Yes, but how about
No. Like, you see, the Ballon d'Or, I'm using Ballon d'Or kind of ruling, which isn't really not about the best pure player, but what you've achieved. So just look at what Lautaro has achieved. So I'm looking at last season, because remember, I said of this season, Yamal last season, 16 years old, coming in and out. Yamal was not as good as Lautaro was last season. He wasn't for Barca. I still think he was very good, but not that good. But Yamal, since the Euros and this season, has been amazing. He started to be really good towards the end of the season, up until obviously that game against Dortmund. But Lautaro, yeah, you said it is what it is. He was amazing through the entirety in the Serie season, and we saw what he did in the summer. So when you just look at Lautaro's body of work, that's what makes him win the Ballon d'Or. But when you're now saying who is the best footballer, taking out in Champions, that's a whole different thing. So my main thing isn't who should win the Ballon d'Or, is same question. Who's the best player in the world right now?
AJ, can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you asked me who's the best player in the world, and I said Madueke, how would you look at me?
I'll be like, no.
Madueke has been excellent for Chelsea in his first month.
But why would he be the best player in the world?
No. But
He scored a hat trick.
But you're no, not just scored a hat trick. He's been great for Chelsea since the start of the season. Even Chelsea fans will probably
say forget all those Chelsea fans. I watch Chelsea. I'm saying, Madueke has been really good. Actually, he was not that great. The last few games, last few games, he's not been very good. Yamal has been. Last game he wasn't very good, and I think even the game before that
against Palace. But if I say Madueke is closer to being, by your logic, Madueke is now closer to being best in the world than Mbappe. By your logic, because it's who's performed better in the last.
Here's it. Performance is one thing. Ability is one thing. Yamal both has the ability and the performance. Yeah, Madueke has the form. Ability-wise, he's not talking to any of these guys. Raw ability-wise, he's not talking to any of these guys.
I don't see the real difference between Madueke and Mbappe in terms of ability, I'll be honest.
Yeah, where's Mbappe's ability since joining Madrid?
There's a World Cup tax. So
what does that have to do with anything, HH?
It's a World Cup tax.
You said recency though, but he won the World Cup.
So Ricardo, do you agree or disagree of Yamal being the best player in the world right now, or you disagree or agree? So I have to ask you, who's the best player in the world right now? Who would you say?
What's your sample size?
Since the start of this season.
Then yes. But I think it's still a small sample size.
Oh, no, I know. Small sample size, but since the start of the season, who's the best player in the world? And you say it's Yamal.
Well, yeah, I think, but there is, you could put out the other names. Harry Kane's a valid one. He's had a great start as well. Haaland has been great as well. If your sample size is since, I guess, the start of the season, the Euros, then sure, he is. But if you're talking about a bigger sample size, I would still stick to Vinicius. But it just depends on your sample size, really. I think, he's probably, since the start of the season, been the most influential player. I mean, he's one of the best creators in Europe. He has, so far 4 goals, 4 assists. Teams in first place. He's pretty much showed up in every game so far this season. Even this one, he scored something out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't really say maybe other than Haaland and Kane, but I think, yeah.
So if let's say he is that problematic that a 17-year-old is even considered to be the best player in the world? Ricardo.
Sorry, what? Come again?
So basically, if a 17-year-old is even in the conversation to be the best player in the world, is that problematic?
It can be two things. It can be one, this kid is exceptional, which he is, because regardless of how old you are, just being arguably the best player in the world at the age of 17 is absolutely ridiculous. But at the same time, it is kind of a shame that the other players, even those who are like in their early 20s, your Mbappe's, well, Mbappe's not early 20s, mid 20s at this point. And your Mbappe's, your Haalands, Vinicius, Rodrigo's, who else? Your KDB's, whatever. Like, the fact that he's even in the conversation is an issue. So I think both things can be true. I don't think anybody denies that he's a generational talent, but I think both things are true.
Gatlock, you wanted to speak on this, Yamal?
Wait, Gatlock, you're going on loan to Barca?
Looking for loan to Barca.
So he was never a Barca fan. So what team did he support before?
I thought we know he's an Arsenal fan.
That is a secret that will not be revealed.
If you want to find out, you gotta pay your $7 a month. If you know, you know.
Ricardo, why advertising like that? So hold on, Gatlock.
And you get a complimentary baby oil by Johnson & Johnson.
Ricardo, shut up. Gatlock, so stupid idiot.
Can afford that.
Gatlock. So
first of all, when did the season start?
August. What's the end of August 17th?
Yeah, middle of August.
Mid-August. Yeah.
And we're in September 19th, so it's been over a month. Although I know the international break was there, so okay, don't worry. I think, look, I know everybody's afraid. Look, I understand why everybody is hesitant to say it's Yamal. He's 17.
Yeah.
Okay, it just feels weird. Okay,
it feels weird and it feels wrong. It feels weird and it feels wrong, but
yeah, but that is the reality of where we are in right now. He is, let's be honest. I heard guys saying Madueke and Kane and Rodri. I'm like, no. The only person that has been consistent from the beginning of the season till now, even the game that they lost today, shout out to the stripper, but even with the game that they lost today, he's still bagged in a goal. I'm not surprised he's scoring more nowadays because I mostly pegged him as an assister.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he has been consistent and clutch and yeah, man, he is the best right now. I look.
So what about people who say Kane? Looking at the amount of goals that he scored, because I think there's a tax on scoring the Bundesliga for Bayern.
He scored 4 yesterday, right? I mean, was it yesterday for season?
Yeah, against Zagreb.
Yeah, Zagreb.
Dynamite Zagreb. Yeah,
two of those were penned, right?
Yeah,
three were penned, 1 goal from inside.
And one.
Wait, three penalties.
3 penalties. Yeah.
No, you can't stop. You can't stop.
We look at GA only. Like,
Kenny, what did you just say?
Yeah, you still have to score 3 pens against the
Gatlock.
I'm just going to ignore that. You see, this is what happened with Jessica starting on. Look, for Yamal, I've been watching this guy. He's been money, okay? And as of right now, September 19th, 2024, if we're using the sample size from beginning of the season, he is the best player in the world. Haaland comes close as number 2, but he's not nice to look on the eye, no offense. And he flopped yesterday. But still, Yamal, from beginning of the season till now, I know it's a small sample size, but beginning of the season till now, it's been a month. My whole point of the whole player of the month is not that. And those who say one guy is for the Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or is for the last season. I don't think people understand that this is a new season. The same people that are pushing Rodri to win the Ballon d'Or. This is a new season. We're using a new sample size.
Yeah.
Okay, in that sample size, from beginning of the season to now, Yamal is the best so far. It doesn't mean he's going to be the best end of the season. It doesn't mean he's going to be the best end of December. Right now, as of 19th of September, 20th in some other people's world, he's the best right now.
I mean, so shout out to your boy Wayne, who says, okay, so Marcy, real quick, because Money Mason needs to cook on Arsenal.
Actually, I think next to Yamal and Helkan, I would say Wirtz, Musiala. They have been consistent for their club and for their country, so I would say these two also.
So we should say Gyökeres as well. Gyökeres has been banging.
No, yeah, that's another one as well. But still, I also say Lamine.
Every player who's in their peak, so mid-20s and beyond should be ashamed of themselves. That's all I'm
Yes,
saying.
100%. Shout out to your boy Wink. I bought a Nigeria kit in Niger and the tag says Mike.
What does that mean?
Nike.
I don't want to know.
It's supposed to be Nike, so it's fake.
Wait. Wait, can I speak on this?
Okay, go for it.
See, so your sample size is from August 17th to September 19th, correct?
Yes.
Yes, then he is the best player in the world between that sample size. Yeah. You could have your others like Hollins, like your... I'll be honest, bro. The Aston Villa midfield has to be in that conversation because they've been money in the Prem.
Onana
or Tielemans, one of the two, yeah. You could put one of them there. You could put the certain Manchester United Academy product in there. You could have Barcode in there. Actually, he's been money in Liga. But yeah, Yamal, at the very least, he is in that conversation. At the very highest, he is the best. So
and it's crazy that at 17 he's even in the conversation. That's
very true.
Can I please drop the break for SofaScore? Because if you did not watch the game,
oh my
today,
god,
you would have thought Ter Stegen was the best player on the pitch. They literally gave him an 8.1 for spamming.
Oh my god!
What?
For spamming basic saves, just because he made what, like maybe
Lofa score, man. Shout to Sid. Thank you for the Dubinsi Sid, man. Juve 2017, Roma 2018, Liverpool 2019, Bayern 2020. God damn, PSG 2019. Oh, I forgot PSG. Wait, what happened with Benfica?
They lost 3-0. Darwin Núñez step over.
That's a slow-mo step over.
Don't forget PSG 2021. That was where the Messi's father came from.
Wait, hold on. So Bayern 21, Frankfurt 22, Inter 22. That's where PK was directing traffic.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh,
Anthony scored on them. Anthony scored the winning goal.
Wow.
Rashford, Anthony, guys, relax. Anthony.
I mean, guys, this is a fall.
Wait, where did PSG?
Okay. So which would you say is the worst out of all of these? Like the worst one?
Liverpool 2019. Liverpool 2019, man. Bro, how does your captain cry in the changing room?
No. I'll say
Roma was actually no. Hold on. The one that shouldn't be here is Juve.
No.
Because Juve were the best. Where Juve and Real were the best teams those seasons. They were just that was an amazing team.
Yeah. For me, Roma is even worse than Liverpool.
You see now. Kenny's on the money. Let's keep it a stack. Liverpool was bad. That was a damn good Liverpool team. Roma made no sense. Roma made no sense.
I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this for years.
Wait, so hold on. And the country artist, what are you saying?
Liverpool's what it was. No Salah, no Firmino.
Mane was still there. Van Dijk was still there.
Okay,
Manime, so let me ask you. Okay, that Liverpool team. Was that Liverpool team? Okay, hold on, Manime. That Liverpool team for that second leg, were they better than that Roma team?
No.
In 2018?
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is the fact that you were leading 3-0 on aggregate with a treble in sight, literally 2 games.
And it's the way it happened as well.
In the way it happened.
But it's freaking Roma. Wait. Who scored the winning goal? What, Manolas?
Yeah, it was Manolas, yes.
No.
You had old as Daniele De Rossi on that team.
Come on, bro. That team was trash.
No, it wasn't that trash. But okay, yeah. Liverpool,
they were ass.
No, but this is why I've been saying this for years. That Roma 2018, if it wasn't for that day, I think Barcelona don't lose against Liverpool. Because once
100%.
Liverpool scored, it gave them a psychological, like, you know what has happened to PSG this so many years.
No. I think, no, that's what I say. Roma was what started everything. That's Roma. Because do you know what it was? I didn't even watch the game. Because I think so. The first leg was the first leg 3-1?
4-1.
No, it was 4-1.
4-1. Oh no, bro! I didn't even watch the second. Like, man, look, man, fuck out. I didn't. I paid no attention whatsoever to the second leg. I was saying, oh, you know they lost. It's like, shut up. They didn't lose.
Nobody did because it was playing at the same time as City Liverpool. Everybody was expecting
Yeah,
that.
I remember because I was watching with some friends and I completely did not even look at the scoreline. I was just focusing on the City Liverpool game. So
Nobody did. Nobody was even talking about it like that. When it just happened, it was like, huh?
Federico
Liverpool's what he
Fazio
was.
at the back. Kevin shoot.
wait, hold on. Ades, what's it?
And that's the beauty of the way it goes, man.
Yeah, Ades.
I just very quick. I think Martin wants to say something. So, but actually, looking at those numbers again, just recalling back, I know it was the Europa League, but I still remember.
Here we go.
No, actually, it's not United. It's actually the Eintracht, the Frankfurt game. I remember the Frankfurt game for some reason. I remember when because they drew the tie initially away, and then the home tie was back in Barca, and somehow
that was weird.
Got invaded, and was somehow dominated, even though it was 3-2. Frankfurt still dominated.
So wait, was that the semi or the quarter?
That was the quarter. They were 2-0 down, man.
Because at some point, because at that time, even though Barca were down, they were still expected to win the Europa League. They were the clear favourite.
No, but okay. So what we're saying is Roma are the reason for Barca's downfall.
Yeah, probably messed them up mentally.
Wait, guys, hold up. Wait, guys, hold up. So we're just discounting 8-2. Bro, these guys lost 4-1, 4-1.
No.
No. 8-2 was a single game. That was not two legs. How did you lose 8-2 in a single game?
Yeah, but COVID tax.
Wait, hold on. Ades. Don't give me any of that COVID crap. They lost 8-2 in a single game.
We beat them 8-1 in the academy game.
Roma fired the first shot. Liverpool the second one.
If you don't shut your stinking mouth.
At least you lost to the winner of the competition. Like that Bayern team.
No. But Roma started.
We held smoke, but it is what it is.
Hold on.
Roma started it. Bayern Munich just ended it. Let's be honest. That 8-2 was.
That's what's for me. Bayern is why they ripped. Basically, Roma. That was the stab. Right down, took their soul was Bayern. Hey, bro, because I told you, COVID. Say what you want.
Nah, bro.
8-2.
Take it from the Barcelona fan. That Liverpool loss will forever haunt me.
Corner taken quickly was psychological damage.
Okay. What was the aggregate? Liverpool, Barca. What was the aggregate?
4-3.
4-3. We went 4-3, 8-2.
I think the
4-3.
The Liverpool one as well is because the chance they missed the first game that Dembele missed that.
Yes,
that first game where Dembele missed that chance.
How do you concede a goal like that? I've never seen anybody concede a goal off of a corner.
Anything is possible with Ter Stegen.
So hold on, Smashy. What is this something, Smashy?
Can you bring the super chat back up? You have to look at like a menu. Roma was the starter. The main was Liverpool, and the dessert was Bayern Munich.
Actually, you know what?
Inter Milan was
that's actually a pretty good way of seeing it because you're like starters is this is interesting.
I can't lie.
Liverpool is like, this is a damn good meal.
No.
You think that's good? Check out this dessert.
I can't lie. I can't lie,
HH, you're probably the only person on this planet who thought Barcelona had a chance against Bayern Munich before that 8-2. You were going to lose. You were now beating Bayern Munich.
You know what?
I think 2-1 Barcelona. 2-1 Barcelona.
Nah, it's the way he said it. He's like, you know what, guys? I think it's.
I think Barca will get us.
He was
Ricardo, bro. You know
being
that
edgy.
that year, that was the year. That was the year. No, that was the year that my receipt career started. Because, bro, I told this prick, this Bayern team beat Tottenham 7-2. They gave Chelsea 7-1 on aggregate. He saw
Yeah,
all
they
this
whooped us,
rubbish.
man.
And he said with his disgusting mouth,
Everybody was holding
7-1.
smoke against Bayern. He thought we were
man.
gonna beat them. It was literally a messy carry scene.
If you can find
shout
that,
out to Tomato, man. Shout out to Tomato.
find that receipt where
Seriously, guys, I'm actually going to find that video because, you know, I had like my red suits. And, you know,
I know.
I was like in the West. I said, you know what? Close game. I say, you know what?
The
I'm
worst
gonna
part
say
is
too much.
the worst part is that HH swore on his father's life he was in his bag that day. He's like, this guy's like, I did all the analytics. He's like, I did all the analytics, and my conclusion 2-1 Barca.
2-1 Barca.
This guy's crazy, bro.
The way he said 2-1.
Bro, and then he starts.
Oh, man.
I need to know why you put it like that. I need to know why.
Oh, okay. Let's keep going.
Although I think bring up the super chat once. Bring up the super chat once. We talked about the starter, main, and dessert. Inter Milan 2022. That's a secret menu item.
That was incredible.
That's a secret menu item.
That's like older because Inter that was just humor. I told you that was the PK.
That's off the menu. You have to actually be a good customer.
That's a secret menu. A secret menu because we can't forget Inter Milan was just after the Leavers.
Okay, so what's United 22-23? Is it?
That's Anthony.
Yeah, that's humor. That's humor because that's where
how do you allow Rashford to dunk on you, bro?
Nah, because
that was purple patch Rashford. That was purple patch.
That's humor because that's who I believe Yasser Saeed came up with the $5 euro note.
Oh Lord. Oh, God. Okay, well, hold on. Let's move. So shout out to QC8. Hansi Fluke Highland versus Bayern. #82 part 2. Okay. Can I just make a request? Can we just please have 11v11? 11v11, I think we're gonna have a great game. Now, 11v11, let Barca have at least most of all of their key guys. I think that's gonna be a great game.
Wait, when is that game?
I think. Hold up. I think it's like Barca's third, and I know it's like their third or their fourth game. Hold up.
Late October.
November. It's October 2023. So the third game, October 23rd. So is that after? Oh
yeah,
wow,
the international break.
It's Bayern. Then 4 days later it's
the Clasico.
El Clasico.
Man, well, they're both gonna have to hold smoke, I guess.
Shut up, Russia. Shout out to Kelvin Tahira, man. Man, my cheeks are hurting, man. Gallagher was a good player until he came to Chelsea, and shut up. Juju cause affected him. So Gallagher. All right. I'm not reading the rest of that.
He paid $11, man. He paid $11.
Often his opponents in a Puff Diddy lock having their.
You don't have to read it.
Okay.
Kelvin.
Kelvin. That's baby oil merchants shall not be named, bro. Okay, please. Let's I told you I will not look at baby oil the same way again. So it's why? Shout out to Hamza. Best on form is a bit vague. Definitely best performing. Yeah, 100%. But my thing is though, I wanted to just still say best on form. Josh, Yamal is going to finish top 10 in Ballon d'Or at 17. And Samasi, please can you call me? All I want is one date. Give a brother a chance. Samasi?
She's sleeping, I think.
She's thinking about it. She's thinking.
You're thinking. No, I'm not thinking. We're making progress. Josh, she's thinking. Ali, we're making progress. We're making progress. All right, Josh, I told you, man, it's going to happen.
Will you do a double date with Core at Bayern Munich game?
Okay, let me bring up Hamza. Hamza,
I'd rather slit my throat.
Samasi, excuse me. Samasi, take that back. Take that back.
Joshua, come get your girl, man. Joshua, come get your girl.
Look, man, Josh, she's playing hard to get, but Dora, keep persisting.
She says she'd rather kill herself than be with you, man. That's tough.
AJ, so Masi is an AFD voter. Joshua is probably not white. You can get the point.
No, man.
No.
His last name is Ajay Cookout. What do you think?
Exactly.
Kenny, I don't laugh.
I've never voted for the Arsenal.
Yes, you have. Shout out to Emza. If consensus is that somebody is the best, then one bad month or two doesn't mean that they lose best player in the world status. True. The better you are, the longer a pop period can be given a track record. True. But Vinny's decline is way too sharp. Like, Vinny deserves a grace period because he was excellent last season. But based on how bad he was at the Copa America, how bad he's been here, and how bad he's been in the World Cup qualification, you're really stretching that grace period. And I was one of Vinny's biggest proponents. Bro, I was Vinny all the way. I can't explain how Vinny has been playing. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Wing, Person, he's a very good player. HH, but is he... Wing, no. What are you doing? QC it. 140 million on Coutinho and he drops a brace and wins the UCL. Bro, that's Coutinho thing. Let's see, that's 8-2. That was one of the most enjoyable hangouts ever. Like that night was hilarious. That was hilarious, man.
He also had an assist, right?
Yes.
Yeah. To Lewandowski, wasn't it? I think for the Lewandowski goal, yeah. But it's fair. Roma 2018 was good. Lost to Liverpool 6-7. Yeah, I remember that was a crazy game.
We almost blew that second.
No, bro. I swear I was watching it with Liverpool fans, bro. That was a wild finish, bro.
I was gonna add. You know where the actual Darbibi thing started? It was when he dropped that the step over the.
Elijah, wait, hold on. Hold on.
That's where.
Hold on. The step over in slow motion.
Yes, and then we had a two-piece.
All right.
And so
Barca getting pimp slapped. Hold on. Eric Garcia. Barca getting pimp slapped from sausage from Frankfurt at home has to be up.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah.
The shameless driver came out and blamed the fans for.
Exactly. I remember that. Like Frankfurt sausage and everything. Like it was bad.
Wait. Hold on. As in an actual sausage.
The Frankfurter sausage.
Yeah, the Frankfurter is the.
Frankfurt. Oh, I thought he meant an actual.
Drop the Frank.
That's just stop.
Are you serious?
The brick. I give myself the brick. All right. I thought he meant an actual sausage slapped them. So
because if you look at the draw, Barcelona could have been to the final because they would have played Rangers in the final. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, they should wonder. Shouty boy Wink. I'd have loved to see. Okay.
Right. Okay.
All right. Money Mrs. Is Mike walking there? Money Mrs. Is Mike walking?
By the way.
Yeah, it is.
So
I'm off this, man. Y'all
yeah. Piss off you.
Yeah, fuck off.
All right.
Can I just say one last thing for Barcelona?
Oh no, I'm gonna go for it. One last thing, go for it.
Yeah, just one sentence. I can't wait for El Clasico. Eric Garcia, Martinez, a leaking piss bag, Lewandowski.
That's 2 sentences.
It's gonna be fun.
117.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Okay. I know, Noria. I have that clipped. What happened? Yeah. What happened?
Pull up my AVI.
Sure, 100%.
Now you see.
Oh, stop it! You're comparing him to Allegri.
Could you pull up mine afterwards?
Come on, don't do that, bro.
Pull up Elijah's. Yeah,
pull up Elijah's.
It's more accurate.
Arsenal fans were on Arteta's ass today.
Oh wow! You see, the thing is that the terrorist school of coaching, it's been up for a few years now. Mourinho is the originator, as much as you don't want to admit it. He started all of this. This began with him, and obviously there's been disciples that have spawned from that school. Your Tuchels, your Simeones, your Allardyces, your Sean Dyches. They copy that style of football. They say it's effective. And unfortunately, Mikel Arteta, for some reason, has entered this style of football. Like, Arsenal were not always like this under Arteta. The season when we finished second, the first one, when we had Xhaka, Partey, Odegaard midfield. That season, we were playing some of the best football in Europe, entertaining football, great football. This is terrorism, HH.
Okay, hold on. Let me play devil's advocate. Was this a tactic because it was away from home, or do you know you expected more bravery against Atalanta?
HH, this was terrorism to the highest degree. Like, here's the thing: Atalanta, bro, they were shit. Like, let's not cut it any other way. They were shit. They didn't do anything apart from win the penalty and Cuadrado do like a step over and shift and shoot from 40 yards. Like, that's all that happened throughout the game. Like, and I've been
learned it at
about,
Chelsea.
Yeah, I've been talking about these players who are not good enough. HH Martinelli, forget classes. Build him a wing. Build him a wing. I genuinely mean it. Build him a wing. I'm sick and tired of this guy. Learn Mandarin, learn Arabic, learn Klingon. Go play football on Jupiter. Anywhere but Arsenal. Like, I'm sorry. No, AR, they were trash. Atalanta were trash. Like, I don't want to hear anybody cut it any other way. They were shit. They didn't do anything the entire match apart from win the penalty. That's all they did.
No. Like, thank you, Ranby. Retzogiri is going to jail. He has to go to jail. Because do you know how weird this is? I can't prove this, so let's just take my word for it. Because you know they do the camera angle from like behind the guy, and I said bottom left because I said, you know what, if you should go bottom right, but I know this guy's going to go bottom left, and he went exactly the same way. Money Mace, Raya, I'll give him his props. Do you know that he was point blank with that header?
Oh yeah,
Raya was on the right, because when Raya had to go full stretch on the ground and didn't have time to react. What?
Yeah,
but you know what's so weird? When the foul happened, I actually remembered the halftime Twitter space when Partey was the guy who gave the foul.
What did I say at halftime, AJ? What did I tell you at halftime? People thought I was being disrespectful when I'm talking about him. Oh, you're a traitor to your own race. How can you do this to another black brother? This guy is fucking shit. I've had enough of Thomas Partey.
Okay, so when did he fall off? When did the fall off for Partey happen?
Last year. The guy
after an allegation came.
Kenny.
Yes. Send him to jail, please. Get him out of my club. This guy. No, seriously, I'm sick and tired of this guy. He's been diagnosed with Casemiro-itis. That same.
But I want to go back to Martinelli because now,
bro, Martinelli.
No. Here's the thing. No. Let me be real here.
Italian name is coming out.
No. But let me be real here. See, like
that guy's not Brazilian.
When that period just before the World Cup, I was like, this guy looks good, and hence. This is a Brazil team who is not great. He has an argument to actually be in the Brazil squad. Dare I say, even start. But literally, ever since that small period, this guy's fallen off a cliff. So I think the reality is, he literally is the epitome of a flash in the pan. Because my thing, and I think we said this maybe before. When I was playing as a 10, 11-year-old, that's when they coach out playing with your head down. When you're 10, 11, 12. When I was in school, that is how they coach that out of you. If you're 15, 16, playing with your head down, bro, get off the freaking team. So that gets coached out of you at 10, 11, 12. How are you a fully grown 20-something-year-old senior player and you still play with your head down?
Exactly. The thing is that if he starts on Sunday, forget winning the match. We're not winning the match. The best we can do is draw. Raheem Sterling came on in 1 minute. Played him for on goal. First touch. The guy skied it over the bar. Blatant 1v1. This guy's so shit. He plays like he's been vaccinated 5 times. Like he's been injected with COVID 6 times. And he's just spazzing out on the left. This guy is so trash.
Okay, so do you put this draw mostly on Arteta or players being trash? Or he picked the wrong team.
It's both. It's both. There are certain things that just shouldn't have happened. Martin Odegaard got injured. We let go of every number 10 in our team. We promoted a number 10 in Ethan Nweri to give him a chance. And we're playing Havertz in the 10 when Havertz has consistently been the best striker and Jesus has been shit. So what do? We play Jesus and we move Havertz away from where he's been playing well. It doesn't make any sense.
Why did you sell Balogun? Why did you sell Balogun? I don't understand that.
Balogun's trash. No. French league, please. Lacazette 25 goals in that league.
But okay, if between Balogun and Jesus, you'll take Jesus.
I'd cut off my toe if I had to choose between.
No. But gun to your head, Jesus or Balogun.
Gun to my
head. What would you do?
Gun to my head.
Which version of Balogun? There's two different.
No. Because what's it called? My name is. If a striker comes out and says that my thing isn't scoring goals, I'm sorry. Then I have nothing to do with you, bro.
I've got nothing to do with either of them, HH. They're both trash. I don't want nothing to do with either of them. Simply put, the worst thing that ever happened was Marino getting injured in training. Because if Marino didn't get injured, Thomas housewarming, Thomas after party, whatever his fucking name is, he'd be moved to the bench. We'd send him to the authorities. We'd put him in custody of Metropolitan Police, HH. Send him to jail.
Okay. So, does this game have you worried for Sunday, or
depending on who we play? Yes, Sunday. I'm sorry, Thomas Partey cannot start. Phil Foden, who's not played a single game all season, that is easy money for Phil Foden. Because every game we play, literally, if you stand next to Thomas Partey, that's an easy chance to receive the ball. The guy does nothing defensively. For the penalty he gave away, the guy's touch, I think it was Ederson that he fouled. Ederson didn't use some amazing skill. He just knocked it past him and ran. And Thomas Partey moves like he plays in quicksand or mud. Like, this guy's so shit.
Hold on. So Arias, thoughts on Arsenal and the criticism of Arteta for being so negative?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll get into all that. Actually, I should head off soon. Actually, so when that, part of the reason why it's difficult for me to judge these games. Okay, maybe I'll go on a tangent a little bit, but I don't know.
Fine, go for it. Yeah, go.
Part of the reason why it's difficult to judge these types of games is because of the new format, and because effectively now, in the normal group stage games, I could be like, right, okay, this isn't maybe it's such a good performance, or they're away, or they'll come back from home. You'll see what happens. You can have that sort of judgment. But now, because of the league format of the whole thing, it really skews how I can really take this result, because it's a draw. It's a point at the end of the day.
Yeah.
In the context of this league, because it's a league, not a group stage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what. The only benefit of finishing in the top 8 is that you don't basically play the 2 extra games for the playoffs. Yeah. Then you have from 9th to
24.
9th to 24, but then from 9th to 16th are the sort of top teams that will be seeded against 17 to 24 that'll be unseeded. So, and those 17 to 24 teams are going to be basically the mid to trash teams. Let's be frank. It's going to be like a Celtic. It's going to be etc. So really and truly, okay, if you finish, there's no difference if you finish 15th and 9th, really. So because of that, because you're going to be seeded based on your UEFA coefficient ranking anyway, and also have a fairly decent coefficient rank compared to, say, the teams are going to finish in from 17th to 24th. So really and truly, does it even really matter? Okay, so long as Arsenal aren't going to finish in the bottom, they're not going to finish in the bottom 8, so the bottom 12, are they? They're not. From 24 down, they're not. That's not going to happen. And okay, chances are maybe they're not going to finish in the top 8. But at the end of the day, they're still probably going to finish between 9th. They're going to get a reasonable, easy 17 to 24 team. So why I'm saying all this is that because that's the way the league format works, I almost feel like the context of the game doesn't really matter because, okay, it's a good point against Atalanta. Arsenal going to play. We know that it wasn't going to be easy. They're going to dunk on them. Arsenal have two. I can't remember who they've got in the group, but I'm sure they have at least two fixtures that are against bum teams, and they're going to
Pots 4 teams, yeah.
Exactly. You know they're going to get a point against maybe one of the in-quote mid-tier to big teams. So they're going to have... The fundamental thing I'm trying to say is that regardless of the performance today, Arsenal are going to get enough points to which they're probably going to finish at least between 9th to 16th. And then because of that, because of their seeding, they will get ranked against a team that they will reasonably beat in the sort of knockout stages around the 16.
Yeah, so basically, it's pretty much impossible not to at least make it to the next round. Pretty much.
Yeah, so that's why, this is what I was trying to say. I almost find it because of that. Because unlike in the traditional group stage games, when if this happened, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, well maybe Atalanta are going to think about when they go to Arsenal. Maybe they'll defend. Maybe they'll try and run a ball."
Yeah, that's right. You have so much course correction now.
Course correction now, it literally just doesn't matter. It's like, okay, next week they'll beat some the bum team or something or two teams, and they'll still get enough points to finish somewhere between 9th to 15th and qualify. So does it really? So essentially, in my summary, I'm saying, does it actually, in the context of the Champions League, not the Premier League, I'm talking about that, does it actually really matter that Arsenal drew this game? Really?
No, not really. I think because it's it's after this week, because everyone now has 7 more games, we have no idea how the league is going to look like. We only, it's almost like, it's like a regular domestic season. Yeah. After week 5, week 6, then we'll begin to see shape.
I think you only need about, someone posted in the comments, and they're right, I think it was Ragnar said, you probably only need 10 points to not get eliminated.
Yeah.
You've got 8 games, and you need to, so think that you play 8 games, so 8 times 3 is 24. You only need to probably get 10 points to not get eliminated. That's nothing.
And that's out of 8 games. So
yeah, after 8 games, so a team like Arsenal are going to get more than 8 points. They are going to get more than 8 points. So in summary, what I'm trying to say is that I appreciate, because I'm not talking about the game, but I appreciate Arsenal weren't that good. But at the end of the day, if you actually think of the whole picture of the season, the cup competitions, whether Arsenal win a trophy, etc., in my opinion, it doesn't actually make much sense to go all out on every single Champions League game, play a strong team, get how many etc. points when fundamentally there is not that much jeopardy. It probably makes sense to sort of not go all out against lads and try and go for the win, or maybe even
and also especially if you've got a huge game on Sunday against your title rivals, City.
Yeah, exactly. You've got City coming up. What's the big deal? You've got 2 Birmingham games. You're going to be fine. So what I'm saying is, I just think that I don't think it's reasonable in this new context to be overly critical of a team like Arsenal or other middle-table teams when, quite frankly, with the amount of points you really need to get, you could probably end up playing a second-string team, at some point later in the stage when you've got on 10, 12 points, and you'll be fine. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
So who wants to talk on the Arsenal? Oh, yeah, Kenny, go for it. Kenny.
Can I speak on this?
Yeah, Kenny, Elijah, then
quickly
Kenny.
On the RDS point, people were doing that already in the past, last year. Every Man City would rotate the team after 4 weeks. The last two games they would rotate because they were already qualified. And for me, you can do that tactics, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to play one extra qualifying round. And obviously now it's going to be 2-legged, so he's going to be more dangerous.
What I'm saying about the Kenny is the difference, though, is that the difference is because of the way the seeding works. So I looked at those before, and from 9th to 16th, all those teams are going to be a top seeded against 7 to 25. They're going to be unseeded. So Arsenal's UEFA coefficient is already pretty reasonable. So they're going to get seeded against one of the unseeded teams from 17 to 24, that are going to be bums. So yes, it's not great to play additional 2 games. I get that, but they're still going to be. It's not like they're going to be playing against Arsenal, say in 9th, and then maybe let's say Villa in 12th. No, they're going to be playing Arsenal in 9th and Red Star Belgrade in 22nd.
Red Star Belgrade are probably not going to finish that, but at the end of the day, it's still you still put yourself in a 2-game. You never know what can happen. That's the risk you take at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know, I get that, but it's still a lot easier than it would have been under the old system, and you'd still assume that, given the fact that like you've still got these top seeds from 9 to 16 that are going to be playing against bombs, that more like what will basically end up happening. So I'm speaking too much. I apologize. Is that you're basically going to get like a more competitive round of 16, because unlike in the previous group stages where you might get, as what Kenny was alluding to, teams that finish second, that the surprising teams that in different groups, that a Galatasaray or something that just happens to be in the second round. Now you're going to get a far stronger round of 16 because the best teams are basically going to eliminate those straggling teams in the playoff stages, and so be more competitive.
So Arsenal game.
Yeah, on the game, like I was watching like both Monaco and the Monaco Barcelona game and the Arsenal Atalanta game. I'm not gonna, after the first half, like I'm not gonna lie, most of my attention went to the other game because that game was so boring. Like, that game.
But did you expect Arsenal to do more against Atalanta, because this is the Premier League team who came second only to Man City and Atalanta? I think they came like 4th or 5th in the Serie last season. So did you expect more from Arsenal, or do you think Arteta had his eye on Sunday a lot more?
No, I don't even think he had his eye on Sunday, because if you look at the team he put out, that's not like that's probably one of the best team he can put out there. Like, let's bro, like who's the defense was the usual defense.
Yeah.
If like he put Rice back, Party, that's the main two midfielders.
And also Trosson normally is on the bench. But does Jesus normally start though? Because Jesus
obviously
was
the thing is that with Odegaard injured, I think that's probably what like he probably tried this out, because that's probably like Odegaard's injured, and obviously Jesus is usually when he's fit he might play striker. So I thought you put Havertz back down to 10, and then you put Jesus as striker. So I think he went with a solid team. Saka was there, Martinelli was there. So that's probably one of the best team he can put out. It's just that if you look at even last game against Tottenham, I think that you can clearly see that he has a certain pragmatism to him. Like when he goes away from home, he's going to play a certain way. Like he's going to defend.
But my thing though is you could just look who scored the winning goal in that Tottenham game. It was Gabriel through like a corner
from a set piece.
So, and my thing though is because Odegaard is a huge miss, and you can also just see how important Odegaard is, not only in goal scoring but in creativity. You take Odegaard out of it, it puts more pressure on Saka to now see what's going to answer situations. Martinelli is freaking garbage, and Havertz. How can you rely on Havertz to supply those goals? So offensively, with no Odegaard, it's going to be an issue. Like when last did Odegaard miss several games for Arsenal? And that's what I say for Arsenal. You needed to bolster the attack, which they didn't.
That is true. I think over the past few years, Jesus is usually injured. But if you look at even Martinelli, probably has, for me, the two main, like the top two players, which are Saka and Odegaard, have never been injured like a substantial amount of time. So that's the first time you're going to see like Arsenal attack without probably one of their two best players. And probably I would say the most important player, if we've been doing Odegaard. So we'll see how they're going to cope. But honestly, I think that against City, they're going to play similar. It's going to be probably defensive.
Oh, for sure. Because that's how they beat them 1-0.
That's how they beat them last time. Yeah, both games was similar. So I'm just like, that's how he's going to play away against like these tougher teams. And wherever you see Atlanta is a very good team, you can clearly see that Arteta respected them. So it was like, at the end of the day, a point away is a decent point. But yeah, there's certain issue there. Like Martinelli, like I'm sorry, the guy is a bomb.
He's a bomb. He's a bomb.
The guy is trash. Even Jesus as well, a striker. Like, I'm like, when you start seeing the squad options, is like, have you done like maybe they might?
And then Kenny, this is supposed to be the team to beat City to the title. Really?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, that's tough.
What's it called? Elijah, then AK Elijah.
Mike. Michael, I get what he was trying to do today. Kind of like what Kenny said. He gave them. He respected them. And
should he have respected them though?
That I don't know.
Europa League winners. True, beats Leverkusen.
That penalty was an absolute disgrace. But then again, great save by Raya. That was Very impressive.
What about the header from point blank?
That part, that's what I wanted to get to, because normally when the ball's up in the air like that header that goes in.
Yeah, head the ball freaking down with some power.
But bro, I think that was the only positive highlight in that game. But
yeah,
no, like I've been reading what Arsenal fans were saying on X, and I could tell the frustration. Some people were saying that this is a Mourinho-like squad, but the thing is, it's worse defense. It's worse than Mourinho's Chelsea sides or things of that nature. I mean, I get it. I get that you don't like take the risk against the pot one teams. I can get it. I can, try to be smart, and then when you play your 3s and 4s, your pot 3, pot 4s, then you start playing. We need to go out there and get a result, like because you have 4 games, and I heard they said 10 to 11 points to really not get eliminated. That's kind of, I'll get to the format thing later, but it's like Arsenal were supposed to win this game, in my opinion, but they just didn't. I don't know what precedent it sets for Sunday, because considering that Arteta only has, 1 win against Pep outright in the league, and that's the fear for me, because in 9
I mean, but do you think that we should give Atalanta a bit more credit, because they are playing at home, and Gasperini is still a very good coach?
Oh yes, Gasperini. Yeah, again, yes, like both deserve their credit, but I feel like Arsenal should be feeling a bit more disappointed because the chances were there. One way or another, you need to get rid of that guy. You need to get rid of 2 people. Gabriel Jesus, out of there. Martinelli.
Yeah, no. Martin Lawrence. Call him Martin Lawrence, bro.
Martinelli, bro. Either you guys get that guy. If Arsenal doesn't win a trophy because of this guy, he needs to be gone. Yeah. He's doing more harm than he is doing good. And this is actually an Arsenal side that competes for something, that can actually win something. But it's like some of the personnel are just not up to standard for where they're at, format wise.
Actually, no. We'll get to the format after, when we just do like the whole roundup. So let me come to AK just on the game, and then we'll do like a UCL roundup for our final topic. AK, thoughts on the game?
Yeah. Can you zoom into my AVI?
Yeah, sure, man.
Count the amount of people on that picture.
On the card
amount
saying,
of Arsenal players, by the way.
Also on the card saying C set suite. I count 8.
There were 2 other players in that same half.
Jesus.
Arteta played with 10 men behind the ball.
So it's basically Arteta ban, basically.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this is, but first of all, let me go on some players. Gabe Martin, shout out to him. This guy, I don't think. Have you seen a 20? How old is Martinelli? 24, 23?
See, how old is he? Hold up, Martinelli, age 23.
How is this guy still dribbling, looking at the ball instead of looking at the player?
It's incredible. At 23 years of age, you still play with your head down. It's incredible, bro.
I mean, on top of that, I saw this guy trying to do a flip flap. There was a flip. I don't know where the flap went. Apart from him, well, Martinelli just take that Brazilian citizenship off of him, man. You can see he was scouted from the 4th division, as we can see. Jesus, oh my word, man. Jesus, I'm surprised HH agrees with me, because HH seems like the guy that would like a player like Jesus, because he has a lot of Tesh and Salini.
But how much Tesh does he even have? But no, you know what thing with Jesus is that the moment he came out and said that goal scoring is not my thing, and you're a striker, you should never say that. Ever since he said that, I've been off to Jesus. You cannot come out and say that in public, that you're a striker. Say, oh no, goal scoring is not my thing. Nah, never say that. When your role and your position is striker, no.
I mean, I think Jesus, like, what does he want to do in that number 9 position? Like, does he want to score goals? Like, what does he want to do?
No. I told you,
love to ask
goal
him that
scoring is not
question.
his thing. Like, when I saw Jesus as striker with the captain's armband, I was like, yeah, I'm not sure how Arsenal winning this game. If that is
Yeah,
your front man with the armband, I don't know how you're winning this game, bro.
Can you bring up Sam's comment? Sam
Yeah.
Litty, yeah. Oh, you quit as Martinelli an 8. An 8.
I'm an 8.
Martinelli, midfielder Martinelli. Bro,
He's
on top of that,
he's an Indian Barcelona fan. They're all like that. Ignore him.
On top of that, on the right wing, Saka, I'm yet to see where is that UCL, UCL's Bukayo Saka. He was poor today.
He needs competition. He's too comfortable on the right hand side.
And I think because we mentioned that before, like, because again, who does he have to look over his shoulder? He knows that there's no one else that I'm competing with, and that's always a very bad thing to have, man.
On top of that, Thomas Partey, bro, I mean, what happened to him? Like, he was one of the best DMs in the world. Like, the decline is crazy because he not just one season ago, he was one of the best DMs in the world. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. But now, like, you can run past this guy like he's not even there. Did you see that picture of him trying to win an aerial duel? He was away from the ball. He like cowered away from the ball. Like, what are you doing? I mean, bro.
But do you see Arsenal finishing top 8 though?
I mean, yeah, because they'll beat the part. Who are the part 4 teams?
I do not know that off head, man. But hold up, hold this guys. I mean, look, most of the sports teams are trash. Who do they play? They play Shakhtar at home. Obviously, Inter away, Sporting away. Ooh, that's difficult games. Monaco at home. Oh shit! So these games are not so easy, bro.
I think they'll finish between 9th to 16th. I don't think they're going to finish top 8, but I think they'll finish.
Girona away. Okay, they've got
I don't think you guys understand how hard it is to finish top 8. That thing flips.
It's difficult.
Yeah, so I think.
I mean, they have Dynamo Zagreb at home, and those guys held 9. So
they'll beat them. They'll beat who was the other team you said that?
Girona away.
Girona away, they'll beat them. Yeah.
They have Monaco at home.
That will be. I think that'll be tricky.
They have Sporting away. Gyökeres Tax.
Very tricky. Very tricky.
Shakhtar at home. Yeah, they'll beat
Easy
them.
dub,
Easy dub. And PSG at home.
I think that'll be a draw.
Yeah. Like, it's a bit,
Yeah, it's about like they'll make it
also,
through,
and also
like,
remember that obviously they did it last season, but again, balancing UCL and the league, especially if you have guys.
Yeah, and just an overall thing on the competition.
No, we'll get them. That's so. Let me.
Because I have a lot of questions.
Before you go there, can you see something like Sensi?
Okay, I'll check it. So, Edison, what do you want to say?
Can I speak about Barca and Arsenal?
Yeah, no, go for Korea. Yeah, you can run on Barca. We'll round off the user. So go for Barca.
Yeah, sorry, I was a bit late. Barca, we were dreadful today. Yamal pretty much is our statement. And you know what the sad thing is? Yamal's carrying this team. We were dreadful. I know we went down a man that red card tax, but it still doesn't excuse how bad we were. And I just think it's really sad to see how much we're relying on Yamal.
And also, Stegen screwed you over.
Yeah, Ter Stegen.
And he's your captain. If your captain is a liability, that's an issue.
It's weird because I feel like Ter Stegen is generally good in the league, but for some reason the Champions League is just not good. I don't know why. So, and obviously Eric Garcia also playing DM. I don't want to see Garcia playing DM ever again. I knew it was a bad idea. And Ferran Torres, at least he didn't start. And for Monaco, they look great. You know the guy that got 2 assists. He's a left back from Brazil, so I don't know. Brazil better call him for the next international break.
It's probably the best Brazilian now, man.
And also, you know this. You know it's really sad. The goal scorer that scored against us, he scored with Antwerp last season against Barca.
Oh wow!
Same goal scorer.
And also, as I said, lost to Monaco twice, and Stegen did the same mistake twice in the preseason and in this game as well. So, shout out to Mega Man, member for 33 months. Arteta is a Moyes disciple, not a Pep disciple. Huh? No, he's a Pep disciple.
No, he isn't, bro. No, he isn't, bro. The guy plays with fucking 6-footers in midfield and like aerial duels and nothing.
You see it. Tuchel is the worst. Taliban PR team had to disassociate, man.
Oh yeah,
no. Basically, once the Taliban are saying, "Nah, man, don't even associate with it," then you know it's bad. Okay, so look, let's.
You see what I sent you?
Okay, hold up. What did you
Not
say?
your DM here. The present stuff.
You mean in the private chat here?
No, on the Steam. I said, StreamYard.
I think he's asking you to share screen probably.
Share screen.
I did a present stuff there. I don't know. Yeah, you're supposed to show it. Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah. I have to set you up as well. Yeah.
Oh well, no. That's my no.
Why
you gotta play this.
No. I did it as a video. That was a live. I did in my suit. That's what I did in the prediction.
Let me
I'm going to find the basic. It was trust me. I'm going to find it like after the video. I'm going to find it. I was in my suit. I was in the wasteland. I went to a wasteland that said, you know what, 2-1 Barca. I said 2-1 Barca, and I believed it. But wait, hold on. Okay, so guys, let me. Actually, let's just do a quick roundup of the other games, man. So, because I will just do a roundup of the games, and then we'll talk about the usual format. So, guys, look, let me show you guys the table right now. So, this is what the table looks like, and obviously, it's going to change. Shout to Braveheart. So, Bayern, obviously, what's it called? 3 points, but GD of 7. Celtic, they won GD of 4. Leverkusen, GD of 4 and everything. So what are we saying about Leverkusen and thinking? So Gatlock, are we saying Leverkusen are going to cook or Feyenoord are garbage?
I didn't watch that game, but yeah, look.
So basically, Leverkusen got a 4-piece and Villa and Madrid beat Leipzig in the last minutes thanks to Jimenez.
Oh yeah, Atletico Madrid. I still think Atletico will go down. To 9-24.
Wow. So you don't think Atletico come top 8?
That's it. And Feyenoord, yeah, I don't. Those guys are Europa League level anyway. I'm expecting Leverkusen to beat Boobies. They have Milan. They should win that one. Probably.
Did you see Boniface's fake pass?
It was fantastic.
And it was better than Henry's. It was better than Henry's.
He's a true Nigerian striker. I'm
gonna check it out. While one is in Gala. Anyway, Liverpool, Salzburg. Okay, yeah. You know what? Leverkusen should come top 8. Looking at
you think Leverkusen will get top 8?
I think they can come top 8.
No. For me, you see, that's why it's very hard to know after the one. Like the guys who I am sure of are Real, City, Inter, and probably Bayern.
Juventus and Liverpool. Come on, Liverpool aren't finishing.
It's Juve and then no. Liverpool, I still think, bro.
Juve, I don't know.
I want to watch. I want to see something that Liverpool by Madrid game. I want to see something.
You guys understand that in that you know the team that finished 6th and the team that finished 10th can all be on the same point.
How do you mean?
Well, they can't be on the same.
It might be goal difference
or 15
goal difference.
It's okay. So
be on the same points. Just go different.
Goal difference is a tiebreaker, right?
Okay. Let me ask you. See, here's my thing here. See, I think even to the point Arteta is saying, I don't know how to assess this new format. So for me, let's let this league thing finish. I don't know, but there's one issue I see here. You will most teams will know that they've qualified for the next round by week 6, by match day 6.
No. Trust me, no. It's too close. Match day 6.
Okay, no, guys, so you're saying that by match day 6 or match day 7, you wouldn't know if you've made the top 8.
Yeah, you won't. Because bro, by match day 7, I think you can piece that together.
So you're saying it is impossible for any team to know if you are for sure through in match day after match day 6. After match day 6.
It depends.
Unless you win all 6 games, then yes.
Yeah.
Unless you win all 6 games, first 6 games, then you're solid. That's 18.
Okay. So what if match day 6, 5 wins and 1 draw?
Yeah, that's not sure.
It's still up and down. Yeah, you probably will still make it. You probably can.
It depends.
No, because my point is that again, because of you've been through the whole thing of football, hence because like this is the first time we're seeing it through like in real time to see how it looks like. Because my issue was that most guys will know that okay, by match day 5 and 6, I've accumulated enough points to at least come 8th or 7th. So I'll be like, who cares about? I'm just going to put like a B team for match day 7 and match day 8. Who cares? Or match day 6. If I already know that I have enough points to at least because my issue though is that you don't get any benefits coming top of the league. You see, it would mean something if let's say if you came top, you face the worst team from the playoff.
Yeah, but
if you come first or 8th,
that's another thing. How will you know the worst team? The team that finished 24th can knock out the team that finished 9th in 2 legs.
No. But honestly, it's the likelihood is like the team that let's say comes 24th is going to okay. Like for instance, like the team that comes 21st may be like the worst team. Put it this way: if let's say you come top, you should face let's say the team who faces 21st against the 20, like the worst pairing in the playoff.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The first, the teams from 1st to 8th are going to go straight to the round of 16 with no playoff. Then the teams from the teams from 9th all the way to 24th. Those are the teams that are going to go into the playoffs. Okay, but the teams from
So is there a draw from the playoff, or is it 9th versus 24th, 10th versus 23rd?
So what's happening is the teams from 9th to 16th, okay, are going to be seeded. Okay, so like they will be seeded based on the rank on the UEFA coefficient, and then the teams from 16th to 16th to 24th are going to be the unseeded teams.
Bro, what is this bullshit UEFA coefficient? Just seed the teams based on where they finish in the league. What the fuck is this coefficient?
Outbreak is for Chefrin. Because now this just shows you that, like, I'm sorry, this is where the American system makes sense.
Yeah.
Why I came 9th, you came 24th, so I should at least have a benefit of me finishing higher than you in this league over 8 games. So you're saying that there has to now be. So you're going to use coefficients? No, don't use coefficients. Look at how we performed in these 8 games.
So that's the point I'm making. So let's say, for example, Arsenal face 9th, and then whoever finishes 16th. They'll obviously see the teams depending on the coefficient. So when they do the draw, pot 1 will obviously be the highest ranked seed, and then they'll unseed the teams from 6th and 24th. So in theory, the team that finished 9th can, yes, if they're ranked as the highest seed, let's assume it's Arsenal, they will face whatever unseeded team that they'll get into pot 2, which could be, it could be Celtic, it could be Barcelona. The whole point of the matter is like.
So let me hold on. Let's just say, for example, a pot 1 team, just for example, argument's sake, a pot 1 team comes 16th and a pot 4 team comes 9th. That pot 4 team doesn't get any benefits of finishing 9th, but that pot 1 team will still be seeded even though they finished 16th.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's trash. Yeah. It's for me. This is where the American system makes much more sense. Where it doesn't matter your seeding or whatsoever. This is a competitive season, and we will now base anything that happens or who you play based on how you perform in this competitive season. So pot 4, it doesn't matter. You finish 16th, you finish 9th. Oh, but I'm pot. No, it doesn't matter what's pot, whether you're seeded. You finish 16th.
All people need to understand is it doesn't matter whether in this con system, like this was something like the
Wait,
only
hold on,
benefit.
let me put another bro. Continue.
The only thing of this league system that really matters in terms of benefit is that if you finish in the top 8, you don't have to play those are 2 additional playoff games, and if you don't finish in the bottom 12, then you don't get automatically eliminated.
Sorry. So, what's the benefits of finishing first in this league?
There's no benefit.
Receive the return. I think you received the return leg of the round of.
No, but they all do. They're all seeded.
They all do. No, so okay. So my thing though is that so basically, if let's say, and that was my issue, week 7, week 8, both teams are like on similar points in first and second. You're like, hey, who cares? So basically, there is no urge to score loads of goals to improve your GDs and finish top.
They said that 9 to 16 is seeded, 17 to 24 is unseeded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, can I?
That's so weird.
You're gonna say
87.
I believe when they mean it's seeded, unseeded, it means that when you play the home game, if you finish higher, then you'll play the home game second leg, not the first leg. So if you finish higher in the league table, you'll play the second leg at home, whereas it's not the first leg at home.
No. But what you're right, Eddie. But the point I'm trying to make is that like if you are the one essential to say is that like it doesn't the unseeded teams are from, if we're talking about the playoff, are from 7th to 24th. So you're right, those unseeded teams will play their home legs at home. But the point I'm trying to make is that it doesn't matter whether you finish 9th or 13th. All those teams from 9 to 16 are all going to be seeded. So there's no benefit. And that seeding, when they do the draw, first pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4 in terms of seeded teams, they're going to base that on the UEFA coefficient. So
my thing though is, if you finish second, do you gain the same benefits of finishing first? I.e., you always play you play the home leg second all the way through.
Yeah. That's
so basically, so there's no difference finishing second or first in this league.
Yeah. There's no no, it's not.
So what's the points in this league? Then I finished first. Okay, all right. Okay.
Oh my days.
That's see, and for me, and that's why you know up to your.
Can I please speak on this bum-ass league, man?
Yeah, go for it.
Please speak on this bum-ass league, man. I mean, I'm looking at this league, and it's like number one. I think RDS pointed it out first, but what really happens if you lose the first game or the second game? Like, bro, this type of system is tailor-made for the bigger teams to finish first. So you already know who's going to finish ahead. There's no jeopardy, number one. So what's the point? Number two, based on what you've just said, there's no point. There's no difference between finishing first and finishing 8th. Because you're going to play a team between 9th and 24th anyways, and you're going to get the seeding.
So if you finish 8th, do you also play every second leg at home all the way?
Yeah.
If you finish 8th.
So what's the point?
They're all seeded. 1st to 8th are all seeded, and obviously the winners of the playoffs will be in the The only change really is that now in the round of 16 you can now play a team from your same confederation. So you can't, which you couldn't do before. So, like in theory, if Arsenal,
no, but again, why? So, what is the motivation to win this league?
There's no motivation. There's no motivation.
There's no motivation.
The motivation is finishing top 8.
Just come top 8.
Just top 8. And the thing is, even if you finish 9 to 16, you can still. Yes, it's an additional 2 games. But you're still probably going to... That's what I'm saying. Even if Arsenal finish 10th, the chances are they're still going to get placed against a team that's not that good. So you can hedge your bets that Arsenal going
to... prize money or something if you finish higher?
Okay, so could you apply like the NBA, NFL systems, this of like, if you finish first, you play like the worst team from the playoff? Could that work?
I think that...
No.
I believe in MLS. I think they do that in MLS. So that's nice.
Because I'm trying to say, how would you fix this? Where there's a benefit of coming first. And if you come first, you get benefits that second and third don't have.
So I would say basically after the draw has come, based on the seed, after the draw has come for the 9th and 24th, and those teams that have qualified through that phase have won, in the first place, you get to play the team that has come through that finished the lowest in the original league format.
Yeah.
Now,
then you go from there.
AK is a smart boy. Like, it's true. Let them draw through. Whatever happens, the team that had the lowest number of points gets first. Second lowest gets second. Third lowest gets third. And that is where it makes freaking sense.
The thing that pisses me off is there's so much potential using this league format, but then they use bum-ass coefficient thing, which I don't even know how they make up.
But that's what I ask you. Okay. So you're really going to have a league format where it's first, second, third, fourth. And the person in first has no benefits of finishing first and performing the best in terms of points accumulated, goals scored, and goals conceded. I get no benefits going forward. So literally, I get the same benefits as the guy who finished 8th. Do you know how stupid that is?
Basically, what they're doing is the
same. Kenny.
So basically, what they're doing is the same as like last format. Like if you finish first in your group, you receive like the second game at home. That's basically what it is.
So then, what's the point of making?
So that's the only league phase. I'm like, when you make a league format, like. Like in every league, there should be a reward for finishing top of the league.
That's the whole point.
It doesn't make no sense, and that bullshit coefficient as well. I don't know how they calculate that shit.
No. Basically, do you know what it is? No. Do you know what it is? It's basically what we call in Nigeria. It's basically called a yanga. Basically, Europe are just doing yanga. It's like, oh, we don't have to copy those Americans because we're Europe. We're going to do our own thing. I'm sorry. That system in America, I'm sorry, it makes sense. And it's a very good format of how NBA and the NFL do it. Unless you think of something better, it makes sense. If I come first, I should have... Basically, if it's a knockout thing where there's a league phase and a knockout phase, unless you come up with something better, it makes sense. If I come first, I want to face the worst team.
They probably did that, especially the second phase from like 9 to 24, probably is to appease some of them big teams because they know big teams are going to mess up. They're like, cool. For you guys that mess up, if you're like 9 to 24, you know what?
That's the thing. It's always to protect those big teams.
That's the reason. You know what they should have done? You know what they should have done? If they wanted to keep the whole like round of 6, they should have, first of all, that playoff thing to me didn't make any sense. What they should have done is top 16, you go through. First place 16, second place 15th, third place 14th, just like that. That's how.
So you're saying first 16, and then you basically started from the knockouts then?
Yeah, round of 16 will be first who plays 16th, second will play 15th, third will play 14th.
That is the most obvious freaking thing because all this sort of playoff, just keep it simple. It's like 24 teams. No. First 16 go through. First place 16th, second place 15th. Third place 14th, so forth and so forth, and then you then accumulate. Basically, here's the thing. That's why I just said they just don't want to copy someone else and just want to do their own. So the system in the NFL and NBA, it works so well, and it makes so much sense. Yeah. And I'm sorry. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, don't copy it. You better have one that makes sense. I'm sorry. And what you've come up with, this is trash.
Yeah,
this is trash.
The coefficient already is like for them ports. I understand.
And also, here's the thing. I
understand. How
are you using? Okay, why? How are you using coefficients in a competitive competition for this particular season?
That's for the coefficient for your ports and all that. I get it, but in that specific that season, like imagine a team that is their first time in Europe and they perform well. So now they get screwed.
That's the thing. Because that's in Europe. You came fourth.
Yeah, it's okay. So my thing is okay. So you're saying that like I perform better than you, but because of your performance of previous seasons, you now get a benefit over me, even though in this particular season I perform better than you.
No. That is the one thing I'm okay with because it's heritage, bro. It's
Why?
heritage.
No.
Come on.
No,
No,
but
no, no,
you-
no, no,
no,
Gatlock,
Gatlock,
no,
hey, Gatlock.
Gatlock. We don't, no, Gatlock.
That's what they do in Europe last year, even though they
No, Gatlock.
No,
But
Gatlock.
the
This is
point then
this is
like,
a competition, and based on a competition, I know I'm normally worse than you, but I just performed better than
no,
you.
but also Gatlock. I get the heritage argument. Then what's the point of the league format then? If it's all based on a coefficient at the end of the day, there's no point of even playing the league format.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, and the thing,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
You already get the heritage tax in the pot that you get. You can't get heritage tax in the in the same competition.
No, you can't. Okay, so let me come to Nomad. Nomad, talk to me, Nomad.
AJ, this is not a league. It's
What
not
is
a
it?
league. It's just about dividing the 16 teams into 2 pots of 8 teams each. It doesn't matter if you come first or 8th. So
Then why does UEFA call it the league format then?
Because
That's what they say on their website.
because they're stupid and they're corrupt and they're bought and paid for and they're run by Al Khalifi. So what do you expect?
And guys, I'll tell you right now, hate him all you want. The Super League would have had this season that we're
Exactly.
talked about.
So
I promise you.
exactly. So this is what they're doing, AJ. They're doing this because of the shock and the fear that they got from the Super League whole thing. That's why they were perfectly happy with how it was going on. They wanted more teams, they wanted more matches, they wanted more revenue, and yet they still wanted to keep the big clubs happy. So this is the happy medium that they settled on. So this is stupid. All of the big clubs, all they're going to focus on is finishing in the top 8. It doesn't matter if you finish in the first or 8th. So you're seeing that.
Exactly.
So actually, the kind of dead rubbers that we got in the group stages of the past few seasons, we're going to get even worse quality of football.
Yes. No. And for me, and that's my issue. So those match day 8 games, a lot of those match day 8 games are going to be pointless. Now, for a few guys, there are a few guys who are like in 9th, 10th trying to get into 8th. But to those guys who are like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and you know that you are guaranteed to be 1st, 2nd, and 4th, match day 8 is like, bro, who cares?
Should I tell you my experience?
Okay, like just one thing. So also now that also as well that, and I still think it's a good thing, but now that you don't have the Europa League thing to drop into, if you think of the bottom 12 teams, if you're like bottom 12, like bottom 2 in the and you know that there's no way you can get into 24th place, then what incentive do you even have to play? There's no Europa League to drop into. You can't get into the playoffs. So what incentive do you have to even turn up? You can't.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, they
don't drop down to the Europa. No team.
Yeah, no. There's no Europa. There's no Europa.
There's no incentive. Like you just like, so if I've got 0, let's say I've got only 2 points out of how many games? I've got 2 games left. There's no one qualifying for the playoffs, let alone qualifying the top 8. So what am I doing here? It's just a free hit. So,
yeah.
So
AJ. No, AJ. So at least
wait, hold on. Nomad.
At least we had. Okay. At least we had a slightly better quality of Europa League, because of a few Champions League teams dropping down. Now we don't even have that. So even the Europa League quality of football is going to get worse.
And so I was just going to say, so you're right about that. The Europa League quality is going to go, and TV viewing of that is going to go because all the Champions League games being played on Thursday. So people are even going to watch the Europa League. But more important, in addition to that, it already skews the top 8, top 9 because it adds that element of luck to it. Because let's say you are a team that wants to qualify in the top 8 or in the playoffs, what have you. All you have to do is play the teams that aren't basically going to turn up, that are on the bottom 4. So it's already skewed because your Slavia Bratislava that's got 0 points, that aren't going to turn up, and they play against a team in 8th or 9th or 10th or whatever, only to secure themselves. They've got no incentive. they're obviously going to have an easier game compared to, say, a team that does have a chance. So it like the whole thing is skewed. Is what I'm trying to say. The whole thing is skewed. It's just not going to work.
Even finishing second in the group stages had some consequences. Now you can finish 8th with no consequence.
Wait, HH, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Is there like some difference in prize money between like 1st and 8th, or is?
I mean, someone put it in here that's like 3.5 mil if you finish first,
and then second.
That's it.
Like, if you're telling me that
3.5 mil,
these top teams, like they don't.
Let's assume that
3.5 mil buys Werner's cousin who doesn't know how to play football. That's
let's assume that. Let's give them the credit. Let's give them the assumption that if you come second, you get 3 mil. So the difference between first and second is 500k to a football club.
That's
like, what's the point? Wait, hold on. Let me.
What I was going to say.
Yeah,
about my experience is that I've noticed when you're a top club in this stuff. I just looked at Real Madrid, Bayern, Liverpool, or maybe Citizen is a bit different. Your January games are kind of boring. They're boring. They're start pass set. I think the other time I beat a team 13-0. Like, bro, it's literally a start. And I'm not the only one. I think the other time Juventus beat a team 7 on my game. Like, bro, it's a start pass set. Like, for example, Real Madrid have Salzburg and Brest in January. I think Bayern have that Branislava people or whatever they're called on their bench in January. So January is usually just start pass session. So yeah, sometimes even after game 6, actually, now that I think about it, if you're like around the top 8, you pretty much will know that your remaining 2 games are easy. You should be winning those, and then it's game over at that point.
You know something?
Wait, hold on. Wait, quick. Elijah, now come to you, Nomad. So, Elijah, thoughts on this whole thing, whole format? Elijah. All right, let me come to you, Nomad. Talk to me, Nomad.
This is the first season, right? So all of the teams are going to figure out how this goes. You know, at least like a so-called league phase. But I'm afraid of something. I'm afraid that the next few seasons, the next time the Champions League comes around, in the league phase, the big clubs are going to play their best 11 against bums and play bums against the best teams to keep their players fresh for the league.
That's true. Yeah.
It's math. So, makes sense.
So even from that angle, the quality is going to go down. So we're just going
because remember, this is about points accumulation, because you know that you face 2 pot 4 teams and 2 pot 3 teams. So if you play like your really best team and you just guarantee 3, 6, 9, 12, so you know that's 12 points that's in the bag, and then so much of the availability. Basically, imagine, bro, you think 9-2 is bad? We might see double figures. Because my fear is some of those games against the pot 1 and pot 4 teams.
Playing next?
Slovan Bratislava.
And Bayern have them in January.
You're lying. We can't look. You're lying.
Celtic beat them 5-1. Celtic
after their winter break.
I feel sorry for Bratislava.
Market right now. Holland 8-piece. Holland 8-piece.
At home.
How did Celtic put 5 past these guys? And they're gonna play City, man.
I don't understand. I don't understand HH. Like, on top of that, you have bum ass teams like Slovan Bratislava.
You know there was a player.
Like, are we serious here?
You know there's a player on my game that scored I think like 8 goals in one game.
We might see. We might see
5 goals of Ronaldo and Messi. And
no. And this was my argument for the Super League. And again, you might agree or disagree. My whole thing of the Super League is, and this is just me, and you can say that I'm elitist, I'm this or that. The whole idea of the Super League is, with all due disrespect, there is no Bratislava up in this piece. There is no Alaskan. There's no Storm Graz. Because you have elites against elites. So you have top games every single week. Because you have to understand that if, let's say, we went back to the 90s or 2000s, you could see shocks. Like, that's why a Red Star Belgrade could win like a European Cup. There's so much money in football. The financial disparity is so great. Why are Man City in court now? Because there's so much money in football now. How the heck are some of these other smaller teams going to compete with guys who can spend hundreds of millions every single transfer window? How the hell do you compete with that?
The thing is, for me, like, I had two big problems with the Super League, if I'm being honest. The one was obviously the closed system, which that if you take that out, that solves like a lot of the problems with in terms of the sporting aspect, which I think they have. Which I don't really have many problems with the sporting aspect, because if you give the teams that have done well in the domestic league and you reward them with a chance in the Super League, I'm all for it. The other one for me is the Super League is simply the management issue, because I don't want Madrid, Barca, and Juve managing my finances. You want, if the Super League was under an independent like body, like a UEFA, but marketed its league better, marketed its league, allowed better, pay-per-view deals and all of that stuff, I'm all in for the Super League.
No, because I believe that a Super League, that is the inevitability, because especially when you just look at the domestic league right now and how much money is in football, some of these big teams, they are adopting and breastfeeding their competition right now. They simply are. So what you need to have is where, okay, all you guys who can easily outspend most of those your fruit sellers in your league, all you come together and now compete against each other, where there's now actual proper parity now. City are about to do 5 in a row. Bayern should have really done 12 in a row and 13, 14 in a row.
No, but
so,
it's let's bro. Guys like Slovan Bratislava, who else? Sparta Prague,
Sturm Graz,
Cleavage, Sturm Graz.
Yeah.
Let's bro. If these guys are put in the competition together, ain't nobody watching that. Like no one is gonna watch that. No, but let's be real.
Kenny. Nobody's okay. Let's be real. No one is watching.
No one ain't watch like Conference League. Like let's be real. Ain't no one watching that except the final mate.
What I would say though is that one of the things that was at least good about the previous form of the Europa League is because you had those Champions teams dropping in, people would watch.
And let's be, if we've been real, even the Europa League, no one watches no group stage of the Europa League. People only watch maybe the lower part because their Champions League teams are there.
No. Let's be honest. Hold up. Wait. Hold on. What you want here? So what you want here is parity. It's a simple word. Parity.
No, but
how do you have parity? Kenny, explain how 9-2 is parity. How is that parity? 9-2.
The thing is that 9-2 is not parity. No, the thing is that 9-2 is not parity, but you watch 9-2. if like I said, if Bratislava today the Cleavage played against Sturm Graz, ain't nobody watched that.
Wait, they did?
Watch that game.
I'm just joking.
No one watched that game. No one cares. It don't exist. That's why I'm like, let's be real. If these teams don't play against these bigger teams, we don't care about it. Let's be real. Conference League.
I'm not. I'm not watching Conference League.
I'm seeing Conference League. Every other tweet is about Chelsea. Let's be real. Like this competition, if they don't have these big teams, no one is watching them. We don't.
No, but Kenny, you don't understand. On Twitter, they're gonna be traditional fans are gonna be like, "Oh, but it's ruining the football community. Oh, but you don't know how important football is in the UK." Like, shut the fuck up, man. I want to watch entertainment.
Look, man. I'll say is that proper parent. Look, my thing here is.
Also, the Super League isn't going to be run by just 3 clubs. It was supposed to be run by all clubs together. It's just that Barca, Real, and Juve are still left.
It has to be run by an independent body, because if it's run by all clubs,
it's going to be run. Listen to me. Relax. It's going to be run by a board which will have representatives from all clubs. There's no independent body, or we'll just have another UEFA. That BS is over.
I don't trust Paris with anything. I don't trust. He's a criminal agent.
No. One man has a point because it's because of.
Says they have
hold on. Gatlock.
No man has a point. Because of the parity of the money share. That is the reason why they even wanted the Super League to begin with.
Oh, so what is it? I mean by the money share, you mean?
it's because of the teams were getting less money than they really had. Here's
the thing: the Super League it needed changes. It was not perfect. So but the general idea was right. The overall general idea was right. It's just that the details and nitty-gritty just need to be found out. This makes no effect. Like, we've just broken down how trash this is. That's why I'm going to re-upload this onto YouTube as like a special section because, bro, like, I'm shocked as to how, because I just assumed that, first we'll face you get no benefits from finishing first. What's the freaking, so the fact that 8th and 1st get the same benefits, do you know how dumb that is?
Yeah, that's stupid.
You know what Florentino Perez should do, AJ? He should just contact all clubs and say that we'll all decide on a format. We'll all decide on how this is going to get done. Just get UEFA the heck out of here.
It's look, that's what trouble. Look, guys. I'll see you guys on Saturday, guys. Peace out.
Holla.